bitch.
Hello there.
Hello.
Welcome to the old 77.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Friend of the show,
You heard it
Andrea, is in the building. What's up, Andrea?
Hello.
It's in
How
the
you doing,
building.
girl?
It's her house.
She's always in the building, isn't she? Except
yeah.
for between 9 and 5. Monday
Yeah,
through Friday.
right.
Yeah.
Hanging out, doing her thing.
Good to see your face, girl.
Aw.
So, filling in for a Biscuit who's hanging out with the fam.
Biscuit has
A
AIDS.
tisket, a tasket.
He did that to us last week.
That
As
was
we
the
were
last thing that
as
he
we were
said.
closing out, the show was ended. We faded it out. Biscuit slips in at the very end. Dave has AIDS.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna bust
Dick
your
move.
balls if you were gonna be late today, but you
No,
were
man, right on time.
time, like literally 7:45.
Yeah.
Right? He even said it. I'm gonna be here at 7:45.
I used
Boom.
to say 7:46 to allow myself an extra minute because sometimes I needed that extra minute, but
I loved that. I'm just
nobody
saying.
stopped me tonight.
No.
You know, the
That's because
advantage
Biscuit's not here.
of where you work and where we live,
Mm-hmm.
super close.
True that.
Yeah, but he was coming from the other job.
Oh yeah, I was coming from the
Oh.
teaching job.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
right, I forgot.
But
I was
no, I'm not
thinking-
going to stay at that other job till 8 o'clock. Are you
Hell
crazy?
no.
I mean, I probably
But
get a
you
lot
will,
More, I'd probably
but-
get a lot more work done if I was there at 8 o'clock. But yeah.
Well, and if you do it, they'll just expect it. That's the thing I had a problem with that job about is it was just expected after a while.
yeah, I like my position that I'm in not being full time
Yeah.
because they pretty much allow me to do what
You still have flexibility.
yeah,
Yeah.
they allow me to do what I am able to do, and when I, I'm just honest with them. Like, they had mentioned to me possibly working from home a little bit before I came into the office while my kids were still out of school, and I pretty much told them, guys, I'm sorry, like that's not really an option for me because when I'm at home with my kids, I can't get anything productive.
You can't do anything when you're home with your kids?
Not really, man.
Nothing?
I mean,
What?
Nothing at all?
Not
You act
really,
like they're
man.
first graders and they have the attention span of a squirrel.
Ding 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 ding.
Squirrel.
Yeah, no,
Squirrel.
It's hard. It's definitely hard. Like, sometimes like during the summer, I'll go in there and like try to make beats and stuff, but I'm constantly
Right.
interrupted. So
Well, if you're anything, Fred and George are not nearly as bad as the two Iganooks upstairs that you have to constantly be like a referee.
yeah,
Yeah, well, yet.
yeah.
They, I mean,
No,
at least
they're the same age.
I think
mean,
I love the fact that we still call your kids Fred, and George.
Yeah, that's
So Fred and George are still young enough where they like each other.
sometimes.
Iganook upstairs, they absolutely hate each other. They were screaming at each other the other day.
Yeah, it's a fine line, man, between
Well, I
like,
mean, when aren't they? But
best friends and mortal enemies. It's a
Mm.
very fine line between the two.
we went from that to Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Oh.
get kicks, slaps, punches.
he
yesterday.
pretty much
uppercuts.
says that she's the spawn of Satan.
Yeah,
He keeps calling her a racist as of late.
really.
She said something about somebody being black, and he was like, "You're a racist."
Well, just saying that
Damn,
somebody's black
dude.
doesn't make you a racist. I don't think.
No, there's more context to that story, but yeah, I kind of
But-
just
Oh,
I
I
laid it
haven't-
out. I laid
haven't
it out
heard
for him.
it.
I'm like, she's not racist. She's just mean. There's a difference.
Yeah, yeah. That's a tough thing to explain to a small child. As far like you don't want them to like if they're in a crowd with a bunch of people and there's a black person in there, you don't want them to be like, "Oh, look, Dad, there's a black person." But like if you
Right over there.
Yeah,
Look
but
at that.
like,
I'm white,
if
Dad.
you but I think it's okay like if you're just referring to something that happened or if you're trying to like point somebody out to somebody, then I think it's okay to just make the observation, hey, this person's black, but you have to be careful. Like you don't want to single somebody out. You want to use it in passing, not as like the main point. And so I'm trying to teach that to my kids right now.
That white boy right there.
Yeah, they can say white boy all they want.
Crap.
right?
I mean, because we do listen to hip hop in the car sometimes, and sometimes an N word gets thrown around, and that's the main word that I like really tell them like it's never okay for you to say that word.
So
But it's okay when
you-
you're rapping.
Well,
you
if
and
you're
I have
black
had a
and you're
discussion
rapping-
about this before, but
Oh.
so I watched the skit. If I can find it later on, I'll see if you guys can pull it up. But it
Mhm.
was basically, it was about a white guy and a black guy, and the white guy owed the black guy money, and he was like, "Where's my money at?" And so he was talking to him, and he had another black guy standing right here, and anytime he wanted to say, he'd go,
I can't believe you just did that.
Oh, the white guy?
He'd point to the black guy.
I've seen that video, I
yes.
think.
Oh my gosh.
They're in like a convenience store?
No, they're just standing on stage.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
talking.
just doing their thing.
Okay, never mind.
It's like
different
a
video.
live
And he'd be
skit.
like,
Yeah.
you know, what? And he'd have this. He'd just point, and this guy'd be like, and he'd be like, what?
Okay.
It
okay.
was just, yeah, I normally don't say that word.
Yeah, I
either.
can't believe you said that. I
But,
should probably edit that.
anyways, I was rolling because it was just, he's very white talking in his speaking, and then he'd just point on the guy and look at the other guy and say it, and the guy that was being spoken to was like so taken back by it, like, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah.
He's like found the catch-22 loophole. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But
It's tricky, man. I mean, especially the fact that that word is still very prevalent, especially in music. It's a tough thing to explain to a little kid, like the history behind that word and why that word is so offensive.
yeah.
You know,
One of my favorite Burt Krisher skits is when him and his wife and like a bunch of friends are on vacation, and the girls were little, and they're talking about, he's got one little girl that comes up, and
They're saying the N word.
yeah, she rats out the rest of the kids. So
Yeah.
Bert's like, oh, I got
We
this.
gotta stop that.
And so I'm sure shirtless Bert is like walking down there going,
Half lit.
you know, what's going on? And the one little kid says, they're calling them a nerd. And he's like, oh.
That N word.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then you find out later that the kids were actually like letting some cuss words fly.
yeah.
But then later on in the evening, Bert and like the friends were out and they actually did see a black person, and they're like, nerd alert, you know.
Okay. No, that's okay.
I just thought that was like kind of comical, and the fact that we all, when you say the N word, everybody immediately goes to
Assumes that it's that word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's really not any other bad words that begin with that letter that I can think of. I
And
mean, if I'm super creative, I could probably think of.
Well, that's yeah.
One, but-
I mean, you just
Yeah.
need to be creative.
Burt
Well-
Krisher's movie is out now.
I watched it.
Did you like it?
I was sad.
Well, why?
Disappointed?
I love Bert. I love Bert's stand-up.
Why were you disappointed?
I loved everything about when he tells about, I am the machine.
I'm about tired of the fucking machine. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, he tells
Anyway,
that story every
God,
time.
all the time,
Yeah.
every chance he can.
But
It's because people keep telling him to tell it.
Yeah, but still,
it's funny.
it was the first time I heard it.
It's
So
still
that's
funny.
the whole story about him getting tangled with the Russian mafia,
yeah, but this
right?
is like a fictitious movie that somebody wrote.
Well, I started to watch it the other night, and I didn't make it very far either.
his dad
No.
is Luke Skywalker.
That's right.
Yeah, like it just I don't know.
I liked
The
it. I thought
best
it was
scene,
stupid.
The best scene was when his actual wife Leanne is like this little girl's friend of the daughter or whatever,
Yeah.
and she basically just tells him to go fuck himself.
Well,
halfway
it's
through
the
it.
mom at like the school function that he can't stand.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this fucking bitch.
Wasn't it Bert that Ari Shafir slipped the Molly into his
Yeah,
drink or whatever
yeah.
one night, and now Bert's wife fucking hates Ari?
Oh, hates him.
Yeah.
But
Me
that was also the same night that Bert called up because he was freaking out. He called up God, what's his name?
Ari,
not Ari.
Tom Segura,
Not Tom. The he talks like this, Joey.
Joey Diaz.
Yeah, he called up Joey Diaz. Thank you. I couldn't think of Joey's name.
Hey, you motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like, we're going to take a whole bunch of them right now. So
Yeah.
I guess he called up Joey Diaz and was like, hey, this guy
Yes.
slipped me a Molly.
I
And
remember
Joey
this
was
story.
like, what? What happened? He's like, you sit down on the couch, hold your fucking ass, eat something. I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah.
So Joey showed up, had his own Molly.
Yep, of course he did.
Spiked himself, probably went twice as hard because
Right,
that's Joey
'cause that's what he
Diaz.
does.
And he's like, we'll get through this together, brother. And he
Yeah.
sat on the couch with him for 13 hours and watched TV.
Yes, man, that's a true friend right there.
Said it was like 6 in the morning, and the sun was coming up. Family was waking up. They were still tweaking out, watching cartoons.
Hell yeah,
For
man.
us sheltered people, what the fuck is Molly?
MDMA, ecstasy.
They probably wanted to,
X. Okay,
love
now,
on each other.
Had
They
you
were
said
super
X, I would have known.
Yeah.
super happy
Molly
about things.
usually comes in like a capsule, and there's like powder inside of it, whereas like
X,
ecstasy
you just
is,
drop it on the tongue.
well, no, I mean it's a pill. You swallow
Oh,
it, but
okay.
but it is like a pressed pill. Whereas Molly usually is in like a capsule. It's like powder. Yeah, Molly is supposed to be like pure MDMA, but I mean, there's a lot of things out there that are supposed to be pure that aren't. So
Interesting.
pure MDMA is a very valuable and I believe important drug, and it's going to be a legal medicine soon.
Why?
because they're doing clinical trials with it. They're giving it to like veterans with PTSD, and like a year after they take it, like 60-80% of them don't meet the criteria for PTSD anymore. Like, it's far more effective than anything we've ever found.
Yeah.
So the FDA has put it on the fast track for approval. Yeah.
So, but what's the like? Obviously, I understand PTSD
Yeah.
and like marijuana use, but
Yeah.
what would be the pertinence of that?
So the way that they do it with MDMA is you go into like a clinic, and you take the MDMA and you lay down in bed, and there's a trained psychologist in there that is there to help you. Like, when it kicks in, you start talking about your trauma and you work through your trauma. Yeah.
That could be interesting.
Because the thing with MDMA is like I think it depresses
So
like
you like trip while you're going through your
yeah,
things.
but it's not the same kind of a trip as like a mushroom or an LSD. Like, you don't see things. It's more of like a feeling thing. It floods your brain with, is it dopamine? Whatever the feel-good hormone is.
Serotonin?
Maybe it's serotonin. It floods your brain with serotonin. And so what they have found is that
yeah, because serotonin is what you get when you work out. You
Yeah,
produce more
right.
serotonin.
So what they have found when they've given it to people with PTSD is that it allows them to like talk about their trauma almost from like a third person point of view, so they're able to talk about it without actually like reliving it, and it allows them to deal with it and move forward. And it's far more effective than any other, pharmaceutical medicine that we've got.
And
So,
what is that again for those listening at home?
MDMA,
Also known as Molly.
also known as Molly, also known as ecstasy, but like with ecstasy, they almost always cut it with other drugs too. Like, they'll put fucking bath salts in there, or like
You never know what you're gonna
methamphetamine.
get. Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're gonna play around in that world, it's a good idea to get yourself a test kit so that at least you know what you're getting. And that's why I truly believe that like the safest way to buy drugs is on the internet, on the dark web. Let me explain why.
Said no one ever.
No,
Okay,
I
all right,
totally,
please.
totally believe it, because on the dark
I'm so
web.
perplexed.
All right.
And listen, just so everybody knows, I do not buy drugs on the dark web.
The guy in his basement in Altoona
But
who's
here's the
pressing
thing.
together rat poison and
The-
selling it
well,
on the dark
no,
web.
but here's the thing. On the dark web, they have these websites that basically are like eBay, but for
Okay.
drugs.
But-
And
ooh,
so
Drug Bay.
when somebody sells you something and you test it and you find out that it's not what they said it was, you can leave that person a bad review. And then that person's not going to sell anything
Ever
again.
From one little dude and God knows where.
Well, maybe not from one little dude, but like, if they send some shit out to a few different people and they test it and it's not what they say it is, they're going to get those bad reviews and people are not going to buy shit from them.
You
So
like to think. What if they take the extra step and scrub those reviews from it?
they can't. That's not the way that it's set
I mean,
up.
this is the dark web.
It's the dark web, but it's set up just like eBay. Like, if a person leaves you a negative review,
Right,
it's
but you
there.
can't tell me that somebody can't or hasn't figured out a way to get to the back door of all of that
Well,
and take that stuff down.
The guy that like runs the website, I'm sure can do that, but like the people that are just on there selling stuff, I don't think that they have a way to do that. I'm just saying, man, like it's we should decriminalize all this shit, because people are going to do drugs either way, and I would rather, if people are going to do drugs, that they at least know what they're getting, because the whole reason why people are dying is because people are buying shit that they think is one thing, but it's got
it's the old,
fentanyl
yeah,
in
it's
it.
the old bait and switch.
Yeah, and they get killed,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a friend back in Illinois. First time her grandson ever tried.
I think we all had them.
Coke, right? I've heard
And
this story.
Killed him instantly. His mom found him.
Because it probably had fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
It had fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
A lot of
There's
fentanyl.
no probably it did.
I'm quite certain that that's what happened to my old best buddy Adam.
Yeah.
He bought heroin, but like 80% of the heroin on the streets these days is laced with fentanyl.
Well, it's not laced. I mean, I think we
Or it's just pure fentanyl.
you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, and fentanyl by itself is not bad.
Oh,
But
yeah, it is.
But, well, not necessarily. I mean, we use it in medical terms. Fentanyl is used
It's
as
a legal medicine, but
Yes.
it's like so much more potent than
But
any other opiate.
see, and that's just it. People who are putting it in the drugs are trying to cut it because it's the same stuff. It's made of the same stuff, the same kind of opiate.
It has the same effect.
Right. And so they're thinking, and it's not the drug's fault because it's doing what it's intended to. It's the people who are cutting the stuff with it.
Right.
That's a poor ass choice.
Yeah.
Table salt looks a hell of a lot like sugar.
Yeah.
right? But if you mix the two together, you can definitely tell one is not the other.
Sure.
Just like this.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and sadly, fentanyl's getting the downside for it. But, you know, you see stuff in Virginia. I watched something here a while back that talked about the drug epidemic that happens in Appalachia, like the poorness.
That was where the OxyContin stuff really started at.
I think we watched that on YouTube, and it was a dude who just took his camera and he started going down hollers and like talking to people, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you can go down here and here. Don't go over there; they'll probably shoot you.
Yeah,
go here and here. Yeah, tell them that Grandmama Junebug said something, and they." Like, he said that, and they're like, "Oh, you know Grandmama Junebug?" You know, so they would, like, give him pies and all sorts of stuff. These people had nothing.
Did you guys watch the Painkiller show on Netflix?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, not off the top of my head.
There's a little mini-series on Netflix called Painkiller, and it's all about Purdue Pharma, who is the company that created OxyContin and released it. And it just goes all through how all that shit happened, because I will tell you, you guys know I have a history of opiate abuse. Back in like 1999, I was working at Zestos in Jeff City, and my manager presented me with a 40 milligram OxyContin, and this was in the days where like
no problem,
I would try it, you know, and so and he even warned me. He was like, "Dude, you might just want to take half of that." And I did take half of it, and it felt so good like 15 minutes later that I was like, fuck this, I'm taking the whole thing. And I spent all night in bed like drifting in and out of consciousness, and it felt, I mean, it was the most blissful feeling I have ever felt in my life. I felt like complete shit the next day after it wore off. But that night, man, like, I'm convinced that at least for certain people, you take that shit one time and it permanently alters the chemistry of your brain.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, because the first time I ever took a painkiller was after I had like a tooth pulled when I was like 12. And they gave me like Vicodin or something, and I took a few of those, you know, well, not all at the same time, but, you know, I took them as directed.
I miss Vicodin. But
they made me feel so great that even though I didn't act on that, my brain never forgot the way that shit made me feel. And so when it became a thing that was like readily available to me, I was all over it, you know?
Yeah.
And thus began a 20-year career of fucking taking opiates and overdosing and losing friends to overdoses.
I'll tell you, man, I can see how Vicodin gets addictive.
Oh,
you know? Oh my God, yes.
If your brain is wired that way. Now, like, there are certain people like my mom, if she takes anything like that, it just gives her a stomach ache and she feels like shit.
So that's an NSAID, right?
No.
No? I thought it was.
It's a straight up opiate.
I was thinking
well,
it was
no,
an
okay,
NSAID.
so actually Vicodin has the opiate, but it also has like Tylenol in it, which is an NSAID, so you're correct.
Well, Tylenol's not an NSAID.
What is an NSAID?
An
is that
NSAID
ibuprofen?
is like ibuprofen.
Okay.
Because I found out that I can't take NSAIDs, to be honest with you.
Because you can't poop, right?
It clogs me up. Like, I can't take a shit afterwards.
And
I take one ibuprofen, dude.
Yeah.
I'm in more pain the next day because I can't shit for 2 more days after that.
And if
than
you
the back
add
pain.
naproxen to the list now too.
Oh, naproxen's one of the worst.
Well, and then if you
I don't know why.
If you add an opiate onto that, which Vicodin is an NSAID plus an opiate, opiates by themselves constipate the shit out of you.
You know, but like for Vicodin though, like when I was younger, if I got hurt or if I had a backache, my mom would always be like, "Here, have a Vicodin," because she had like a permanent supply, right?
Big Mama was good.
Big Mama was very generous with her Vicodins.
Yeah. She was.
She was.
I would hurt my back from time to time and like not be able to move. And
so how did it make you feel whenever you took it?
Oh.
It just made it to where I didn't want to kill myself.
Yeah.
I could do backflips.
I could move.
I felt like I could do cartwheels
no,
like I was 13
wasn't like
again.
That.
Did it make you feel like blissful?
I don't remember
or
that.
Or just allowed you to function?
It just allowed me to function.
Yeah.
That's because if you actually take them the way you're supposed to take them, they just allow you to function. But if you take them for the sole purpose of,
but like you said,
euphoria.
Yeah.
See, I've never had that feeling.
I took this one little orange thing that a friend of mine gave me once.
Yeah.
God, we would have been living in the trailer at the time. My friend Chris gave it to me.
I remember that.
And I took this thing, and I was like, I need to sleep. So I took this. It was like a little pill. It was like 5 milligrams or something. Dude, the next day, like, I woke up, like, at 4 or 5 o'clock the next day. Like, I had slept.
Yes. Yeah.
I slept, like, a ridiculous long time. And she's like, what? Oh, my God, I was so worried about you. I was listening to your chest and making sure, holding a mirror up to you. And I was like, why? You never moved.
That happened to my dad once, too.
But you know what? That was the most blissful sleep I think I've ever had.
Yeah. Same exact thing happened to my dad. He took some pain pills and fucking slept the whole entire next
I time
day.
traveled that day.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember it. But
And,
she freaked
and
out
honestly,
on me.
like probably, I would imagine if you slept that long, like it probably really depressed your central nervous system.
That's my thinking. It
and
really
slowed your breathing down, because that's what happens. Like an opiate overdose, it's not like poison. It doesn't poison you. It literally shuts down your central nervous system, so your brain forgets to breathe.
Yeah.
All of the things that your body does automatically without thinking, like your heart beating, things like that. Opiates depress all of that shit. I mean, I'm sure
that gives me the warm and fuzzies.
I'm sure it's a peaceful way to go.
Well,
know,
it's what is it? It's the way that the opiate attaches to your pleasure sensors.
Yeah.
Your brain receptors.
Yeah.
So for things like opiates, it actually say like my fist here is your pleasure receptor in your brain. The opiate actually comes in and latches on.
Yeah, it fits it perfectly.
And it fits it perfectly.
Yeah, it's like
but
a lock
then
and key.
for marijuana though, it comes in and it doesn't grab on. It just butts up.
Yeah.
Am I too loud?
No, it's giving me a headache.
That's what Suboxone does.
And you know, that's why no one ever, they just get the munchies. No one ever forgets to breathe when you're too high.
Yeah. So do you guys know what Suboxone is? Suboxone is a prescription medication that they use for people that are recovering from opiate abuse, but it's an opiate itself.
Yeah.
But it doesn't bind to those receptors as strongly, but it blocks those receptors so that if you try to take a stronger opiate, it blocks it.
It won't let it.
You can't get it in.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what Narcan does. It rips that connection apart.
That's Narcan is half of Suboxone.
Yeah.
It's an opiate plus naloxone, which
Yeah.
is the chemical name for Narcan.
Dude, that Narcan, that's game changer.
That shit should be everywhere.
It should be.
It's been around forever, dude. I'm pretty sure
It's been a while.
I'm pretty sure that my life was saved by Narcan in 2003, 2002.
Yeah.
It's been around forever. There's no reason why that shit should not be everywhere.
So you've OD'd.
Uh-huh.
I did not know that.
Yeah. 21 years ago. The only reason why I'm here today, my friend, is because my girlfriend's alarm clock woke her up. And she saw me in bed, like, you know, not breathing with blue lips and whatnot. Yeah. If that alarm clock wouldn't have gone off, I wouldn't be here today.
No Fred and George. That
No
would
Fred
be no
and
good.
George.
No
Yeah.
Fred and George.
Yeah. So, and you know, the weird thing is, like, when it happened, it didn't freak me out that much, but the more time I have removed from that happened, the more it freaks me out, just like how close I was. Because, I mean, as you guys know, I have friends that didn't get lucky like I did, you know. It could have been me very easily.
Okay, so we would have been what, like 20, 21?
Yeah, I think I was 21.
Well, at that age, you're invincible.
Yeah, you think
you
are.
have no concept of age.
The thing that I think got me was that I drank 1 or 2 beers with the opiate. And, dude, mixing alcohol.
You don't do that.
Mixing alcohol with opiates or like with benzos, like stuff like Xanax, it's a bad idea.
I've
bro.
done that a couple of times.
That'll kill
on
you.
accident.
That'll kill you if you're
And
not careful.
It's the first time I did it. I was at band practice with my friends, and I had taken. I think I had a prescription for it for something. I don't remember what it was. And I had one drink, and it was the worst. I was so drunk, so fast, so quick.
Yeah, it
Like,
just
what just happened? And they were like, "Dude, are you on something?" I said, yeah. You can't drink with that.
yeah.
Oh.
You gotta be careful, man.
Yeah.
Dude, alcohol is like pretty much the most dangerous drug of them all, because if you add that to almost any type of like narcotic drug,
Like shoots it up.
it
right?
yeah, dude, it supercharges it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's no way that I would have OD'd if I hadn't had the 1 or 2 beers that I had that night when I took the opiate.
That's just frightening.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
So out of curiosity,
Mhm.
totally going to switch this for a minute.
Yeah.
How long were you and your girlfriend then together after that happened?
Not very long at all.
Was that like a deal breaker for her?
I mean, there were a lot of other things that had
Yeah,
led up to
that
that.
just
Like,
was like the
we
straw.
we had no like real future. Like, we weren't gonna get married. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that was kind of like the thing. And by the time we reached that point, it was a mutual thing. You know, like it wasn't a nasty breakup. It was just kind of like, okay, we've reached the end of the road. And she had met some other dude who she's now married to and has kids with. And I think he's a good dude I mean, I've met him a few times, and other people that I'm friends with know him, and I think he's a good dude, and I don't wish, you know, anything bad
I was just curious.
on her. But yeah, that we didn't last very long after that. So, but everything happens for a reason, Andrea.
Well, of course it does.
I wouldn't have met my wifey if all that shit wouldn't have gone down.
This is true. I'm waiting for her to bust through the wall. Oh yeah.
Did you guys see the shirt that I bought her for her birthday?
Negative.
All right, let me show it to you here.
I didn't see it.
I know she just had her birthday.
23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
That's great.
Why?
She's September 23rd. I'm January 23rd.
Yeah, see, you 23
23 girls.
Okay, what was I going to try to find? Oh, the picture of her
The
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah. Hold on,
Your wife's shirt.
Let me get it for you here. Well, fuck, I can't find it. But it's a picture. It's
Well, fuck, he says.
it's got the Kool-Aid Man on the
Oh,
front of it,
that's perfect.
and it says, "Let's start a cult," because we're into like cult documentary, all those weird documentaries about cult leaders. We love those
One of
things.
my friends on one of the socials had posted about like you can get a certain amount of land and basically start your own little town and just become like one of those hipster living off the land type people.
Hell
Like a
yeah.
commune?
Maybe. I don't remember the specifics of it. My brain's kind of meh.
It's all good, girl.
But
I understand.
Hold on.
I thought it was interesting.
I'm in the hidden. Oh, here it is. There you go. There's the shirt.
All right, all right. Oh, yeah. What does it say? Let's start a cult. Let's see if we can
I would have bought
get
it.
this
If
up here.
I would have bought it even if it wouldn't have
No,
said, "Let's start a
do
cult."
this one
Yeah.
right here.
Probably need to lower.
We'll
my
have to
screen
lower
brightness.
it.
Yeah, I can do that for you.
Oh, that's not too bad. There you
You
go.
can kind of see it.
Uh-oh.
There's Mr.
Takes,
Kool-Aid Man.
yeah,
on
it
the
takes her
front.
face out.
That's okay. I don't like her face anyway.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
I was being, discreet.
Looking out for your fellow females, huh?
What about keeping the face?
Jesse J.
You had no idea.
Hold on, let me lower this.
I know exactly.
All
I
right.
had no clue what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
She's so cute. And that's the good one, too. That's the 1980s Kool-Aid Man.
Right? He's
Yeah.
busting out.
Fuck the 2000s
yeah.
Kool-Aid Man. I ain't got no time for that guy. God.
Do you remember, what was his name? Chili? High C? The dude with High C who would come out. Punchy, maybe, was his name?
Oh, the little kid with the red hair.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I
he was
don't
High C
remember that.
Punch. Punchy.
Really?
Punchy. Okay, let me Google this shit because I don't know what you're even talking about. What time frame are we talking about here?
When you and I were
I
in
see.
Yeah, I mean, okay, A,
High C
fuck
punch
you.
guy.
You're not that younger than me.
True.
And B,
Oh yeah, this guy.
yeah, let me pull that dude up. Let's get you over here. Sorry, I'm trying a new switching system tonight. There he is. There's Punchy.
Is he the one with the weird
The
red
Hawa-
things
yeah,
on the top of his head?
Yeah, the Hawaiian Punch dude.
Yeah, that's different than High C, right?
Yeah.
So are we talking about the High C guy? or
No,
are we
it's-
talking
it's
about
the Hawaiian
Punch
Punch
guy?
dude,
Okay,
yeah.
I remember
Punchy.
him. I remember
Oh,
him.
do you remember Ecto Coolers?
Yeah, these
God,
things
those
right
were
here.
great.
We watched a documentary not too long about wasn't it Ghostbusters? And somebody
Mhm.
actually still had one of those. Like they had never.
They had
opened
never
it.
opened it.
Probably worth a shit ton of money.
I think they No, it was what's his nuts?
Adam Richman.
Yes,
Who dat?
So Adam Richman's the guy.
Man versus Food.
Man versus Food.
Never watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know of it, but
Okay.
I've never watched it.
Yeah. Well, he does a lot of like food history type documentaries, like the food that changed the world. And one of them they did was one on High C,
Yeah.
where it was a.
That was 90s stuff.
Well, he's done one on that too, but he did
Yeah.
one on High C, and it was High C, and what was the other one? Kool-Aid. Where they were talking about they were invented at the end of the Depression, when especially for like High C, they wanted a way to get more vitamin C out to the public because at that time it was proven that you could get over
Kool-Aid.
that too, but it was at that time it was proven that like vitamins and stuff would help you get better, and so they were trying to do, and because it was, the Depression era had
Yeah.
ended, and they were still very much into the vitamins. You got to get your vitamins, you
Yeah.
know. That's where that came from, and they added sugar to it, and it became a cheap alternative to. They didn't have sodas at the time, so it was a cheap thing to drink at home.
Do you guys take a multivitamin or anything?
No,
Yeah. I don't either, but
No.
I should.
I get on spurts.
I
Sometimes
probably
do.
should.
Yeah.
The only thing is they're so freaking huge, and I don't
You don't like big pills?
Mm-mm.
What about like the gummies? You can get the gummies.
I did the gummies when I was pregnant.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I couldn't take the prenates, so I'm
the same way. Like
Flintstones.
I've gone through phases where I've taken vitamins, but Joe Rogan always reminds me that I should take vitamins like every day.
You feel better.
Yeah.
I mean, and
I
only
should
thing
also stop drinking soda.
I think that's I think that's subjective.
I think it's the
That you
placebo effect.
feel better because
No,
you're taking them.
you do feel better, and what you don't use, you just excrete when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
I mean, I don't understand the difference
You
myself.
don't take them. Maybe we should challenge you to a 30-day challenge
There you go.
to where you take vitamins for 30 days.
Vitamins, as they call them in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah, you should.
Challenge him. Don't challenge me.
Yeah.
You know
No.
I don't want to do that shit.
No, you're the one that's not the believer.
Yeah,
Gotta make a believer out of you.
that's right. I'm gonna go buy some multivitamins.
Are you working for Big Vitamin now? Is that what this is all
Big
about?
Vitamin.
Yeah.
You're working-
God.
You know it.
I better get something nice after this then.
Scott, I've got some exciting UFO news for you guys.
Why don't we save that for
We're
part
gonna
two?
save that for
Longevity.
part
That's
two.
what you'll get.
Yeah, no,
Longevity?
we're gonna say that.
What if
for
I don't
part
want longevity?
two. It's been pretty crazy lately, man. Like
Yeah?
every day, it's hard to keep up with all the UFO news.
There's so much coming out,
Yeah.
and it's hard to distinguish what's real and what's shady looking.
I can help you with that.
Yeah?
Jaime Musan in
Oh,
Mexico.
yeah?
I don't trust that guy.
That was cake. I'm sorry, that was cake.
Yeah. He's the guy that presented these two alien bodies
Oh, yes.
at the Mexican Congress a couple weeks ago.
And then somebody on Facebook made it's a cake video.
Did you guys ever watch that show on Netflix? Is it Cake?
Yes.
Yeah,
your
the
kids-
kids liked it.
My
They
kids
loved
liked
it.
it too.
Yeah.
And now there's a new one. Maybe it's not new. Maybe they're just pushing it because it's almost Halloween. There's a pumpkin carving thing.
They do
now.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Speaking of, I'm going to try and get the studio set up hopefully this weekend
Get
for
our
Halloween.
Halloween
yeah.
again,
So we
yeah.
need to think about our Halloween episode too coming up. That's always been traditionally one of our we throw everything out the window and tell Halloween scary stories.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I love it. Hey, let's thank our Patreon subscribers.
Well, let's.
do you say?
Let's. Hey, let's start off by thanking one of our best Patreon patrons.
Ooh, I know this one.
Yeah?
Biscuit strength.
I was going to say JT and the
Sorry, JT. I love
Biscuit's
you
got
too.
AIDS. All right, next.
I was going to say JT and the Paranormal Son over in Auckland, New Zealand.
Who I have been in contact with today,
Yeah.
man. We're still thinking about you, bro. 'cause
I
he's-
am, brother.
He still is.
He's
He's
in
got
rough
some health
shape.
issues that he's trying to get to the bottom of. He's still alive. That's
Still
good.
with us.
That's
Have
good.
they gotten any?
No, they haven't figured it out yet.
No, they
It's still a
haven't.
mystery.
Yeah, they haven't figured
they
it out
don't know
yet.
what's going on.
I think he's waiting on the results of like some tests.
I
So
just hope I hope wherever he's going, they can get some answers for him.
Yeah, man.
That's for sure.
we're thinking about you, brother.
Yeah.
I know another one.
Who?
Dub.
Dub IZ.
Dub IZ
Yeah.
and
Big
the
homie
fam
Dub IZ.
over at Chess Team Records. What's up, man?
How about the girl Cassie Kass?
What up, Kass Kass? And our boy Kev.
Our boy Kev.
Our boy Jamie from In the Groove. Go check him out. In the Groove Records. Get all of your vinyl needs.
Is that everybody?
And our boy Biscuit Strength.
My
I
boy.
said him first.
No,
Yeah.
you blurted Biscuit out while we were talking about the others.
Do we have 5 right now?
We
Sorry,
have
JT.
6.
Okay. Are we sure we got
That should be
everybody?
6, right?
Check the book.
Check the book, Dave.
Check the book.
Do we only have 5? I thought we had 6.
Did we get JT it in the groove?
Jamie.
We
in
got,
the
we,
group.
sorry,
so we
Jamie-
had
sorry,
Jamie,
yeah.
we had JT, Dub IZ, Biscuit, we had Kass Kass, and our boy Kev.
I think
Yeah.
that's everybody.
And that's everyone.
And if I'm wrong, I'm sure y'all are going to let me know. So, yeah. We love you guys.
Send those complaints P.O. Box Dave.
I almost named my employer, but I won't. Back after this, folks.
We'll see you guys in just a bit. Don't do that, Dave. Don't do that. Don't name him.
Blindfold, monsieur?
No,
Cigarette?
no.
What do you want on your tombstone?
Pepperoni and cheese. Tombstone pizza, Pierre!
What do you want on your tombstone? Real meat, real cheese. Much better tasting than pizzas made with imitation cheese. So what do you want on your tombstone?
Napkin? No.
Crazy ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
Crazy ass bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
I can't help that.
Ah, look at your beautiful locks over there, Scotty. You looking so sexy
Here,
for segment 2.
Hold on, let me do this right.
I love it when you do
By the way,
yourself
welcome
up for
back to Old
segment 2.
77.
Oh yeah, we're back. Safe place.
It's unsafe world.
Andrea's giving Scott the old spit shine over there.
I have been groomed.
Better.
I do that to my kids every morning.
Hey,
You
at least
guys-
she ain't doing like my mom used to. She'd be like, "Come over here," after having a whole pack of Cools.
My memory of that would be my
Gross.
mom and I would get McDonald's, and then she'd do that. And
Oh.
she'd have the ketchup, mustard
Ugh.
breath.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like getting a McDLT bath.
You guys know I have identical twins, so you would think that their hair would be the same, but no. I have one who like wakes up every morning and his hair is good. I don't have to touch it. And then I've got another one, Clay, that his hair is always matted and I have to wet it.
Donking.
And yeah, and I mean it's like it's the same length.
Comes out poof.
It's not like they have different haircuts. It's just Clay has the more like thicker, mattier hair that I have to fix every morning.
I'm pretty sure Jonah doesn't brush his hair.
No, he
unless
doesn't.
I
has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just like runs his hand through it.
He's got kind of curly hair.
He
right?
doesn't even that.
No, he does.
No, when I talked to him, he was like, "No, I don't even do that." And I was like, "Dude, you got to."
I told
And
him.
that's when I started telling him about dreadlocks and stuff because his hair was getting matted.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Your hair's gonna start fusing together." You ever heard
Yeah.
of dreadlocks?
Right.
And he's got a Chromebook now, so he was like,
Google
"No."
that shit.
So he went in his room and gave it a goog, and he
Yeah.
came out and was like, "My hair's doing that."
Yeah.
And so now I think to combat that, he's running his fingers through it.
Could
Yeah.
be. I ask him every morning if he puts deodorant on, and
Yeah.
finally I said today, "Do you want me to put some in the car?" Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I'm like, dude.
He's about the age that I was at when I started wearing deodorant.
Oh, that's 13, man. You're a stanker at
Yeah.
13. All boys
Ew.
are.
Yeah.
Ew.
All
like
all boys are.
his scent, whatever his scent is so permeated in his bedclothes
Mhm.
that one wash that still smells.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like,
Things that I have to look forward to in
Oh,
the next
you're gonna have
6 years.
it
or
double.
so.
double trouble.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and
Dude.
just wait, because we're I hate to say this, but we're 13, and we're taking care of business already.
Yeah.
And now you have to knock on the door before you go in. Well,
But
let's
I'm
sit-
respectful
at
enough that I
least.
knock on his door.
and my mom and dad wouldn't.
Yeah.
They just burst right in.
How many times you get busted by your parents when you were whacking it? I didn't get busted until I was
Well,
like in my 20s, dude.
I'll put it this way: it was quite a few times.
like I had moved out of my mom's house
His
and come
dad-
back, and then she busted me.
His dad so lovingly called his room the boar's nest.
No, he said it
Nice.
smelt like a boar's nest because there was.
And
I'm not
our
gonna lie, man. There was a lot of semen in that room.
And our
Yeah.
friend said the song Sex and Candy always reminded her of his room.
And
Yeah.
you know what? I had a friend too growing up who was always like, "I loved the smell of your room."
A dude?
Yeah, he was a dude,
Ooh.
and he always liked to hang out and
Yeah.
spend the night. And so that makes a lot of sense now.
So you think he wanted to
Yeah.
fuck you the
I
whole
hope so.
time? Yeah.
Adcock.
If he had just said something, no, different dude.
That would have been funny.
Brock
if his name
actually
was
did say
Adcock.
something. His last name was Adcock.
That would be pretty funny.
This was my homie, man. This guy was my ride or die. This dude, I miss the hell out of this guy every day.
I'm into girls, but I'd like to add cock.
Hey, man, I'd probably give the bro hole to that dude.
Yeah.
Today, not back then. Back then,
If you were gay.
Uh-uh.
If only
But
you were gay,
I was
we'd
gonna
be
say
together.
this is the dude. So I had a queen size bed, and like he had.
Of course, you had a queen size bed, you queen.
Right, I was the queen, so I had her bed. Couldn't have her, but I had her bed. Anyway, and me and my homie would sleep in her bed.
With the blade. Wasn't it blade above your bed?
No, it was the crow.
Yeah.
The crow?
I loved
That's
the crow.
right. It was the crow. I was thinking it was blade.
With
No.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah,
That
yeah, it was
crow?
the crow. The movie. I had the picture, the poster, the movie poster,
That's
the
right.
crow up. Yeah,
I was more of an Enter the Dragon man myself.
yeah, yeah.
man, I was a big Bruce fan.
That's when I first really started getting into comic books and stuff.
Yeah.
When the crow came out,
Yeah.
I realized it
that
was
was like
comic
what, like
book started.
94, 95?
Yeah, it would have been 93-ish.
93-ish,
Yep.
yeah.
I dove back into the earlier stuff, found a lot of Image, excuse me, Vertigo. That's where I found the Sandman, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I really went crazy after that one.
Who's the friend that you're talking about if it's not Brock?
I'll tell you off
Off.
camera.
Was his mom friends with your mom?
No.
Adcock.
Do I know this person? Do I know this person?
Yeah.
Is this someone you went to school with?
No, but I should have.
No 20
No,
questions.
so Brock would. I met Brock at. I was working at Wendy's, and it's funny you said Edcock because he was such a fucker there, man. But me and him were working on grill, and so the grill was separated on both sides. You had the one side that was only for the front of the store, and the other side that was only for drive-through.
Yeah.
And he would be on drive-through, and I'd be like front of, or we vice versa. And if one of them would like really get slammed, they had this little hole in between, and it had a tray on it. You could slam on it, and the other guy would yell, "Yeah, what you need?" And you'd throw it over to him.
Yeah.
Well, it got so bad one day that I slammed on it, and he wouldn't listen to me. I was like, "Hey, Brock," nothing. "Hey, man," nothing. I fucking ninja star a patty at him, nothing. Right? So I slam it, and I'm like, "Hey, Brock, add some dick."
Yeah.
What the fuck you need? And man, ever since then, we were homies, dude.
I still am stuck on the Ninja Star of Patty line.
Oh yeah. They're square, so you just like whoop out.
That's right. 'Cause
Yeah.
we're talking about Wendy's.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. They got
And
the
if
square patties.
it was one of the little guys, the juniors,
Yeah.
they were on the grill just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Perfect. You pick that thing up and whip it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beat a man to death with
And
that
then when
thing.
I'm done, I'll make chili out of it.
Well, I was gonna say actually that's one of my favorite things to get at Wendy's is the
Right?
chili.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what they do is they keep their meat on the grill the whole time.
yeah.
So there's always fresh meat on the grill. That's why you get fresh food at Wendy's.
Yeah.
It's why it's usually better than McDonald's and the other places.
So you
because
guys are Wendy's believers? You believe in Wendy's?
I've worked there, and I do. I totally do.
Okay, well, if you've worked there and you still believe in it, that's saying something. 'Cause
Right,
Most
and I
people don't
mean,
believe in the places that
the
they
thing
work at.
that
He worked at McDonald's too.
I
that's
worked
why
at
he told you.
McDonald's, and McDonald's is so easy to, as an employee, to contaminate the food. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I never. That was
And
never
I've
a
done
thing.
that.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, I did that once.
Never
we
a
had
thing I did.
We had this one guy, man, at Vandalia McDonald's, and it was me and a friend of mine at the time. His name was Barry Otto.
Yeah.
And me and Barry were hanging out in the back. We were cleaning everything, and there was this dude that came up, man. It was like, say we closed at midnight, right? It was like 11:50. This guy comes up and orders a burger, but he doesn't want it with salt. He knows what he's doing. It's
Yeah,
11
you
o'clock.
gotta
He
make
wants
it
that thing
fresh.
made fresh, so we
Yeah.
make it fresh. You know, I understand. We got it all shut down, but a little bit, okay?
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes till close. This guy comes up. He finds something wrong with his burger for another 5 burgers, but he only finds something wrong with it half burger in.
Yeah.
So I know exactly what this motherfucker's doing, right?
Yeah.
Well, he keeps doing this. We hit close. Old boy's still there. He's
Dummy.
still requesting us to cook food.
What a dummy.
At this, I think we closed at 1 a.m. at this particular time, and that was it. We didn't have like 24-hour drive-through or anything.
Yeah.
And so we were like begging this guy, like, man, can we get you one more to go or something? No, I'll be good with this. Need to come back. You know, I found a hair in this. It's like there's no hair in that. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Can I just get another one? We call it good. So my boy Barry, he found some of the McDonald's made their own hand sanitizer at the time. That was before it was a real thing,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And it had on it some of the conditions like wash your hands before you do like handle meat and this and that.
Right.
And it listed on the box like some of the causes, and one of them was like explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
You know, and so we cooked this old boy's last patty, and we just put a dollop of that on there, boy, and you saw him heading his ass out of there.
Nice.
He was high-footing it to the bathroom. We never saw him again after that.
He taught him.
But
a
he
lesson.
never showed up. I mean, this dude was like one of the classic regulars. Show up at 30 minutes till close, find something wrong,
Dude, you are at the mercy of your
and you really are.
people I'm always nice to the people that serve my food.
Me
Yeah.
too. I will never send anything back.
No.
I don't either.
ever.
No.
I don't either.
No. Especially, and I hate to say this, but especially at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
I will never say a word because this happens all the time. I order something and then I get it and it is not what I ordered.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying a word.
Yeah. Just
You
go
know,
with it.
right?
It's all made out of the same stuff anyway.
It's all going to end up at the same.
It's all
You
going to
know.
make a turd. That's what I always say. It all makes a turd at the end of the day,
And if it's
right?
Mexican food, it's already a turd when you got it.
That's what I'm saying,
that's
man.
why I like it. It's spicy.
Especially if
turds.
it's a burrito.
Oh my god!
It's a turd.
It's like a turd and a hug.
it's turd wrapped up in a tortilla, right?
Wow, this shitty conversation is enlightening.
Yeah.
God, I want to Turdtilla now.
Yeah, Turdtilla.
Mm.
I had a Mexican pizza yesterday at Taco Bell.
How
Sounded
was
good.
that?
It was good. It was yummy. Yeah. That's the only thing I ever get when I go to Taco Bell, and I don't go to Taco Bell very often at all.
Really?
Why? Why are you saying really?
Do you go to Taco Bell?
Is it because I go to Taco Bell at all? Is that why you're saying really, or is it because I only
The
get Mexican pizza?
I thought you were like, really? You never go to Taco Bell?
You don't like the Mexican pizza?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's made out of the same shit those fucking burritos you order are made out of.
Not really.
No.
Maybe more along the lines of the taco.
I don't like the crunchy, like,
You don't like the tostada?
Oh, I love that.
I do like that.
I
yeah.
like to have a little crunch in there.
I don't
I like
it.
crunchy tacos.
I don't like it
I
with
like
beans.
crunchy tacos too.
I don't like that bottom layer where they just smear it with beans and mush them together.
Yeah.
I feel like beans is something that you learn to acquire.
Oh,
taste
100%.
for, Because
Yeah.
when I was like my kids' age now, ugh,
Yeah.
the thought of them was repulsive.
Yeah.
But now when we go, I'm like, they're not so bad.
Yeah,
But
they're
you
not
know
bad.
what? In the same vein, I'm not going out and getting like ham and beans.
Oh God, no.
I'm not going to a ham and bean dinner. I don't want that
No.
shit.
No, me
no.
neither.
But if I eat like refried beans with some, some
Refried
spicy
beans
stuff,
is
yeah, I can do that.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. And the same with guacamole. I can remember being little and guacamole, ew, gross, that's disgusting. And now,
Dude, your tastes change.
Dude, I
love
feel
it.
like guacamole or just avocados are one of the few foods that taste or that are it tastes so good that you think it shouldn't also be good for you,
Mhm.
but it is.
oh, avocados are great for you.
Love them. Do you know,
It's yummy. Yeah.
do you know
it
what
took
the-
me a while.
do you know what they say like the best food is for you? Do you know what food it is?
What do you mean?
Like the best food, like of all the things that you could imagine eating, whether it's, carrots or
Isn't it fish?
broccoli or fish or whatever, which food do they say is the best food for you? Like the let me Google it,
Give it a goog.
but I think I know what the answer
Come
is
on,
because my
Dave,
kid
give
asked
it a
me the other
go.
day, and if my kid asked me,
Oh, well,
I know
hell,
his
if your
facts are
kid's
straight. Yeah.
I know his facts are straight right there.
Because I'm thinking, well, fish has omegas.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Oh well, this thing says water, but I don't count water. as a food.
Well, I mean, technically, water is. There's no nutritional value
Doesn't
in
We're
water.
all plants.
But you gotta hydrate, man.
well,
As I drink soda.
do you guys want to guess what food it is?
I said fish.
fish,
I think ham.
broccoli. Yeah,
It's
but
a lot of protein.
now that I've Googled it, like
Folic acid.
I don't find it.
What's it say on the Google?
But
Aid?
I remember hearing that a long time ago that broccoli was like the best if you had to have a single food.
Fresh
yeah.
citrus fruits.
It's fiber. It's
fresh or frozen
protein.
berries. And mint leaves.
Fresh mint leaves.
Hmm.
Let's see what these people say. What's the number one healthiest?
gotta be
food in the
kale.
world?
They
Please,
also tell you to
don't-
eat it
don't
a
let it be
lot when
kale.
you're
Don't
pregnant
let it
because of
be
the
kale.
folic
Don't let it be
acid.
kale.
Don't eat what?
No, eat a lot of broccoli because of the folic acid.
Broccoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
That helps with the spinal bifida.
Let's see if they say kale has the widest range of benefits with the fewest drawbacks.
Yeah. Goddamn kale.
Yeah, so these people say kale, but I remember at some point
Kale
a
is
long time
king.
ago remembering or reading that it was broccoli, and somehow my kid got that into his head the other day because he asked me that same question and broccoli was my answer. And I was
right.
In his head, I was right. So
I mean,
I can't believe the Google didn't back you up.
I
Fucking
know,
Google.
winning.
yeah, well, if I keep Googling, eventually I'll find broccoli.
So I just thought of something.
Okay.
We were gonna talk about a friend of the show
Oh, that's right.
who
Hey, pull that
yeah.
up real quick.
just
Pull that-
got you.
entered
Hold on here,
into
let me,
parenthood.
Oh,
Yeah,
so good
good.
friend of the show. Good friend of the show. Oh, did we? Dang, you pulled that up quick, Dave. Dang.
I had it on the ready, bro.
Our boy Will.
Aw,
Our boy Will.
Miss Baby Charlotte.
Look at that. Look at
She
that.
was
Poor
a whopping
bastard.
7 pounds, 10
Yeah,
ounces,
right.
21 inches long.
She looks healthy to me.
She does look healthy.
She was a surprise.
Why do they always give babies the same fucking blanket? Like that's the same blanket my
I
kids
love
had.
that.
No,
I love that.
There's
though.
a reason for that though,
Why
because
is
my
it?
kids had the exact same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is
and
it?
we were from Illinois.
Yeah.
It's I think something to do with like the gender neutral.
Oh,
like,
because
just
there's red and blue.
It's
Yes.
pink and blue.
Or
Yeah.
pink and blue. Sorry. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so I think basically one company just makes them.
yeah.
So one thing I love about her name is they were on vacation at St. Lucia,
Yeah.
and so Lucia is in her name.
Aww.
I thought that was kind of cute.
That's how like Memphis is in Jack's name, but he wasn't conceived in Memphis. But
When I was talking to Will via
The old texter.
Facebook
Oh, the
Messenger.
Facebook, the messenger.
yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
one.
I said, "Are you gonna call her Charlie?" And he said Charlie was my grandpa's name. So I don't know if like they just picked Charlotte because of it being
Close.
the feminine version of
Yeah.
Charlie. But
Yeah.
I think it's cute. He
Look
looks
at him.
cute.
He just had a kid and he's already going gray on that beard. Look at that. You see, people, kids stress.
You know,
kids
it's
are
stress the
stressful.
fuck out.
Look at this poor man. This man
Just-
already is
I mean, the poor guy.
regretting that decision. We'll be praying for you, buddy. No, just
Yeah.
kidding. We're super
well,
happy for
I mean,
you guys.
he's outnumbered now because they've got girl dogs.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Mama.
All my pets are
Charlotte.
girls too. I don't know why, but I tend to go with females.
I
when
like
it comes to
female-
pets, especially dogs.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a reason for that.
What is it? Because Jessie has a reason too. Don't ask me what it is. I don't ever listen to what she says.
You can't pet a dog that's a boy on the belly
Yes, you
without
can.
running into things.
True.
And so
you might get peed on too.
I
Well-
prefer to have a girl puppy
Yeah.
because then you can rub on her belly.
Yeah, I feel like things are just cleaner with
and it's
girls.
just not so phallic
yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like things are just a little bit more simple with girls. And you're right. You can get nice and low on the belly without,
Well, you don't have to worry about aggression generally when you
Yeah.
have a pack of girls.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
mean,
have
you
you
do-
met Chi-Chi?
Well, I'm just saying you do get aggression, but you don't have like 5 Cheeches and 1 dog.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know.
my gosh.
I've got a video to show you guys of my kitty cat.
My favorite was when we had our boy dog. I don't know that we got him fixed in the right amount of time, but every once in a while he'd just be like,
I know
humping the
exactly what you're
air
talking.
and be like, "Red Rocket!"
Yeah, he'd just be
Yeah, you never know when that's gonna happen either.
just giving it to it.
Here's my kitty cat.
Oh, here, there you go.
in the tree.
Yeah, she got stuck in the tree because Callie was chasing after her. Here, I'll turn up.
I
the-
mean, is this Katie Kitty?
yeah, kitty cat.
Katie cat.
That's what I called Katie whenever she was in my belly.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Katie cat.
We were gonna call her Cat for a while. There you go. That cat is shitting bricks. Look at her.
So she ended up in the tree because Callie was chasing after her, but they were just playing.
Sure they were.
They love each other.
You're gonna think that whenever
This is your downy-dog, right?
Callie walks by, and Katie's like, "Ping, ping, ping, ping."
She does that all the time, dude. That I've had to separate them before, like, because Katie will just randomly boom, and Callie has gotten mad at her. I don't think she would ever do anything to her. But you guys know that I had a dog that killed 2 of my cats, right? I relayed that story to one of my young female students tonight,
Was
just
it?
so I could traumatize her a little bit.
It wasn't the dog that just passed.
Break her in, get her ready for those bar
That's
cords.
right.
Was
you
it
know?
the dog that just passed away that killed the cat? Or was it
That was Winston, and he passed
Get her
away.
ready for those
Okay.
bar cords.
Yeah.
Gonna toughen you up.
Yeah. No, Winston passed away when the kids were babies, so like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and if you Google Rhodesian Ridgeback, the first thing you're going to find out is that they were bred to keep lions at bay in Africa. So they literally are
Dude.
bred to fuck with cats.
That's that's got to be like a fucking dragon on Harry
And that's
Potter
why
or
I
something,
didn't.
man.
That's why I didn't get mad at Winston for doing what he did, because I know his brain was just wired that way. He was a sweet dog.
So when I was a kid, I had my sister. She had her 2 little boys and my brother-in-law, and they had gotten this brand new little itty bitty puppy. I mean,
Yeah.
it was so cute. It was a little thing. It was a little shy, timid, you know.
Uh-huh.
And they had it out in the yard, and they lived out in the country. And somebody had apparently came up their drive, and the dogs were acting up. And my brother-in-law had this, I think it was like a pipe or something in his hand. And he yelled at the dogs, and somebody came up the drive, and without even thinking, he just turned around and slung this pipe.
Ooh.
And
I thought
he
it was a
started.
wrench.
Well, maybe it was a wrench. It was
Uh-huh.
something heavy in his
Yeah,
hand, and
yeah.
he wasn't even thinking, and he just threw it, you know, because he didn't want to deal with whatever. He learned a valuable lesson this day.
Yeah.
So he just chucked this thing, and then he started talking, to somebody else, and you heard,
Aw.
and it hit the puppy in the head and killed him.
Aw.
It's the saddest story ever,
That's
but it was
very
like, oh my
sad.
God.
Was Winston like this reddish color?
Yeah. Same color.
I don't remember this dog.
He wasn't. Well, that was,
It was-
basically before I knew you. I
Yeah.
mean, there may be a little bit of crossover there, but not much.
I like the ones they call how do you say that?
Ope. That's a very Missouri thing to say.
Ope.
That's the
Right.
Midwestern breed, yes.
Or
it's a-
whelp.
I think you only find them strayed at Casey's. Which one? The
The-
Ridgeback or the?
The W.
Oh,
Weimaraner.
Yes.
What about them?
well, there you go.
I
the
like them.
Weimaraner.
I think they're really pretty because they're
Yeah,
like
they've got very pretty eyes
like
usually.
a grayish color.
Yeah, but
Or
they
like I
usually
think they
have
call
like,
that blue, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't want a dog that
I
has
think they
pretty
usually
eyes.
have either blue. Is it blue eyes or green eyes that Weimaraners have?
This one has blue eyes.
Yeah, I think some of them might have green eyes. I don't know. My dad was a big Weimaraner fan. I'm assuming he still is. He's not
I
dead.
don't want a dog that can like stare through my soul.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Have you met Mags?
That's a different kind of stare through my soul.
I think Maggie sometimes look like a lemur.
She looks like a giant ring-tailed lemur.
Yeah,
I
see
can
that.
envision
her
her as the
bee
king
lies.
from
Yeah.
Madagascar.
Yeah, climbing it.
Oh,
hey, how is everything
going today?
Friend of the show, Kass Kass. She has a golden doodle named Bruce,
Bruce.
and Bruce has those eyes that just
I've
peer into
does
your
Bruce
soul.
look like a person almost?
I'll show you. I got pictures
What
of
is
Bruce.
his
Yeah.
demeanor? Is he a smart
He-
dog or is he kind of a?
I think Bruce is clearly very smart, and he loves me, so he must be smart.
Oh, he must be smart, then.
right.
Well, the reason I asked
pish
that
posh.
is because my good friend, she has one, but
Yeah.
hers is a black one,
Mm-hmm.
Bruce is black and gray.
and
I've heard
she's-
of a couple people who have had them.
She's kind of dumb.
Here's Bruce.
Yeah, that looks like a person. I'm sorry.
Hold on, let me. I'll
Bruce.
put him on the TV.
Brucey
Cassie, I
there,
hope you
yeah.
don't mind me putting pictures of your dog on our show. I know you don't. So here we
Well,
go.
I mean, if anything, she owes you.
Aw, He's so cute. I like a
Yeah,
little
see what I
schnauzer
mean?
cut.
Yeah, he's definitely has kind of a schnauzer look to him.
But
Oh, and he sits and he shakes.
My
Good for him.
friend's
He's a
dog
good boy.
is a black, and I'm talking black, like black. Looks like a black poodle
Andrea?
almost.
Racist.
It's African American.
It's racist.
And not for this, it isn't.
Oh, okay, sorry. Never mind. Keep going.
That's
So-
called negro,
Oh,
no.
jeez, Scott.
isn't it?
Keep going.
Negro is
Oh,
black.
now we got to throw
I
the
gotta go
Latin. Now
pee.
the
All of a sudden,
Latins
I
are
really
in-
have to pee.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
no, her dog, she says, is really stupid. But I just kind of wonder because anytime I've ever
And it's
been
a
over,
golden doodle?
it's a golden
Yeah.
doodle.
Yeah.
Like you get over there and like she's
And that's what I've
really
heard.
excited. She like thinks you're a human chew toy and like
Yeah.
bites on you.
Jesus.
And but the crazy thing is that, and I thought it was really sweet. She sent me a picture the other night, and her little girl is 3.
Yeah.
And she was literally laying on top of the dog
Yeah, they're
like
really-
a stuffed animal.
They're really
like,
good like that, right?
Those two
Yeah.
are like
Yeah.
inseparable. They lay together all the time.
Cassie's girls do that with Bruce all the time.
So I think that its demeanor is good. It's just not completely all there.
Yeah.
Like if she sees her shadow, she gets scared.
Yeah. Well, Callie, Callie, I'm pretty sure is a stupid dog. She, like when we open the front door of our
For
house.
reference point, for those of you listening, this is
Yeah.
the dog we call Dave's downy-dog.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or as Biscuit would say, downsies.
that's
So
this is the downy-dog. Yes.
So but she.
we're not talking Robert Downey either.
We've got a screen door in front of our big door in our house, and like at certain times of the day, if you open the door, the sun reflects off it, and the reflection shoots across the yard, and she fucking loves chasing after that reflection. I also have a big spotlight thing that I use at night, and
Like a
she
little red
like
dot.
or like anything that is impossible to catch, she fucking loves it.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's.
it could be a
We
laser.
used to do that with one of our pets.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I used to do that with Matt Francis.
Now with Matt Francis, what with a laser
So
pointer,
at
he chases
Learfield,
after him.
no. So at Learfield, he sat in a studio directly ahead of me. I
Right.
sat directly behind Matt, and for the longest time, dude, it had to have been a good 2 years. I would fuck with Matt. I had a red laser pointer, and I would shine it on his desk. And I
Yeah.
swear to God, dude, if I
Yeah.
had any of this on video, I wish I had
Oh,
it.
me too.
But he would have been like. He would have chased it around the fucking thing for a minute, and then he would have stopped, and he would have put like his finger on the desk, and he would have started looking over the other side of the room.
Yeah.
He never even would have thought I did it.
Yeah, he thought it
And-
was coming from
right.
far away.
Well, he would.
This is so awesome.
So I would do that, and then he'd start turning around and looking for it, and then
Yeah.
he'd look back at me, and I was always typing, right? And sometimes I would be typing with the fucking laser pointer in my hand,
Yeah.
but he wasn't looking at my hands. He was
Right.
just looking at my eyes, and like I wasn't paying any attention to him.
Right, you
And
just-
then he'd be like, and then he'd start trying to triangulate it again, and and then I got Matt Brown involved, who is
Yeah.
another friend of the show, Matt Brown. He would
Yeah.
always hang outside of my studio. We had a little pillar there. He would always hang by the pillar, and so Matt would look at me.
Yeah.
I'm clearly not even. I don't have anything in my hand. I'd be like, "What's wrong, dude? What can I help you?"
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
and then he'd come shining in. He'd be triangulating again. It was fucking amazing.
That's
It just
awesome.
kept going until finally one day I was like, "Dude, I'm doing it."
Oh, so you finally
So I
fessed
just
up?
kind of fessed
Yeah.
up. He's like, "I knew it was you."
I'd have another
No,
picture
you
to share
didn't.
with you guys. This is a
No,
picture that
you
I took
didn't.
just the other day. It's my kitty cat.
Oh, hold
wait,
on.
sorry, I'm
let's,
not on the big
let's-
screen.
No, let's
I'm-
get you on the biggie.
Yeah.
Hold up. Put that cat
So,
up again, man.
We got her
That's not it.
a cat tree.
There you go.
Yes, I saw that
Oh,
picture.
I love that.
I thought that was funny.
She's yawning, but it looks like she's
Oh,
really
she's excited, yeah.
about her cat
Have
tree.
you guys been to the cat cafe downtown?
No.
There's a cat cafe downtown.
And you get to bring your cat in there?
No,
No.
Okay, good, because
No.
they would kill each other.
No, so it's
This is a
like,
pause helping pause. Is that what it's called?
something along those lines, but it's
Yeah.
next to Premier Pets
Mm-hmm.
on High Street.
I don't even know where that is.
So do you know the Lincoln where you what street what exit is that?
The
Lafayette or Clark?
yes.
So you get
Lafayette.
off at Lafayette
Yeah.
and you cut up like you're coming to downtown in
Yeah.
Jeff City.
What's the drugstore that just went out of business?
Whaley's.
Whaley's. Whaley's is right there on the
Yeah.
corner.
Okay, I'm with you.
And then you turn and go the opposite side.
Okay.
It's right there.
So they have, like it's like a $5 donation to get in, and then they give you a half an hour of time. And then they have like things that you can buy, like people has made like cat crafts, like earrings,
Things that you
and
can buy and like.
that goes towards helping
Yeah.
them.
Cool.
But anyways, they've
It's
got
the
a
Barista Cat's Cat Cafe.
Okay.
they've got a two-way door system here. So you go in one, you wait for everybody
So
to get in there, and then
so
you
the
go
cats
and-
can stay.
It's like
Yeah.
a glory hole. Right. Okay.
Just like a glory
But
hole.
they've got all these cats in there that you can, love on and stuff.
Less nut.
Unbeknownst to me, you're not supposed to pick up said cat.
No.
But
Oh.
God, no.
our daughter did.
Yeah.
'Cause she's good at that.
Yeah.
But anyways, all these
swear to
little
God, even if they
kittens were
had
running
told her.
around, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was.
So
I
it's
mean,
worth it.
I think so. I mean, we probably bought, at least a bag of cat food, but there's cats
Yeah.
everywhere.
Okay, Scotty, tell me again one more time what it's called.
So it's called the Barista Cat's Cat Cafe. It is located at 702 East McCarty Street, Jefferson City, Missouri, 65101.
You've never done that in your life.
I don't know
Barista
what you're-
cats.
The Barista Cats.
Is that one word?
Yeah, like
Like a barista,
But like an aristocrat.
but an Aristocat. Yeah.
I'm with you.
The Aristocats.
Okay, the barista cats. What do they call it?
The Barista Cat's Cat Cafe.
Cat
It
Cafe.
gets a 4.5 on the old coffee shop, eh?
And it's actually on High Street.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna ask my wife if she knows about
This
it.
here says 702 East McCarty.
Oh, East McCarty.
I
Okay.
thought it was on High Street.
I mean, you can get there from High Street.
It might be. Is it right on the corner of High and
Yeah,
McCarty?
yeah,
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty close.
I'm asking her if she knows about it.
Do
I'm
you
guessing
know?
she's, trying to put
Do
my
you know
voice
where
to
the
bed
old
right now.
hookah lounge was?
I
so badly wanted to go do that.
I never
bad
did
with
that.
that part of town.
Don't they call that old Munichburg right in there?
No, Oak Munichburg is across the highway
Oh, okay.
where
Okay.
J
Where- yeah.
Street Vintage is.
Mm-hmm.
Right in there.
So it's more along the lines of where, like the, where they
Echo.
have that. Yeah.
Echo is.
Yeah.
And I actually
Thank you.
think they've got their festival coming up.
Oh, where they
Because
close the
October-
street.
Yeah, because October is coming up, so they
Oh,
have
that's
all the
right.
little wiener dogs. And
Well,
stuff.
they do the what do they call Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
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 In Old Munichburg. Yeah.
Mhm. The old German part of town.
That's not German. Please.
I don't know. I'm not German, so I don't know.
Are you kidding?
Wait, what
Wait,
about
what are you
being
trying
German?
to say? He's very German?
Well, I feel like where we're at, a lot of people are German.
Not here. I don't feel like. I feel like there is some German, but not nearly like back home
Andrea?
in Illinois.
Are you kidding
Andrea,
Oh my God! In Illinois, where we were, everyone was German.
Andrea, I just want to tell you, with this calling me German stuff, Okay.
He is
All right.
getting very.
I've had it up to here.
You're such an idiot.
I did not see that coming.
No, you didn't see it. Yeah, you thought I was gonna
Did
get
you?
real serious with you, huh?
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You knew something funny was coming.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did I stole that from some show, Scott? Because I've used that one on you before.
I know.
Yeah. Somebody's
Das
stand up.
Boots?
Somebody's stand up or something. They said, "I've had it up to here."
I think I actually responded with that. I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, I just got that.
Yeah.
I
Nazi
just got that.
Jew.
I get that now. Okay. Wow. Jeez. Is it Rosh Hashanah right now?
Is it?
I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
I think it's over. I think
Rosh Hashanah is over. Yeah.
All right.
'Cause
Andrew's gonna find out.
That's
for us.
Jewish Holocaust remembrance, right?
I don't know.
I want to say that was last month. Because I remember.
I think you're right, though. I think it was.
I actually heard a really moving piece a couple years ago on NPR with a.
It was the September 15th through the 17th.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Yeah.
I was thinking something completely different, not Jewish. I was thinking
NPR had a really moving piece with an actual survivor.
Indian with a dot. I was
Oh.
thinking something with them
Yeah.
when you said that.
No.
Reminds me of a Jay-Z quote from Girls, Girls, where he says, which tribe are you with, red dot or feather? Because he's talking about an Indian chick. Yeah. It's pretty racist.
But don't they call it?
Yeah, but it's okay because he's black. Right? It's not racist
what's
if it's a
like-
black dude.
Well,
Don't
but
they
he's
call
talking
them
about
indigenous?
Indigenous.
I can't say that word.
Indigenous.
Isn't that what they kind of refer to them now?
You mean Native
What, dot and
Americans?
feather?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. They were call them Indigenous Americans. Yeah, yeah. Or like, in
I'm sorry,
Australia,
I heard something completely
the
different.
Aboriginals are the
Aboriginal?
Indigenous Australians. Yeah. The Aboriginals have some very
Aborigines.
sorry. Did I say Aboriginals?
Yeah,
Sorry.
that sounds like we made it through the.
Dude, if I ever form a rap group, that's what it's going to be called.
I heard something interesting on lithium today that
Little
said
down-
Lithium? You took lithium today?
Little
I did.
Downsy and the Aborigine.
My mom had a friend who took lithium, and oh my god, that shit whacked her out, dude.
Didn't we have a guest on the show here a while back that took lithium?
Probably.
I think we did.
Who?
Anyways.
Can we say it out loud?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, keep
on,
going.
on the lithium channel.
You're talking about on like Sirius.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sirius
Yeah,
XM.
Gotcha.
Grant Random?
Hoobastank. Do you know what hoobastank means?
No.
Shoe fan. Like you like shoes. Because they were
Really?
talking about like all the like really bad band names, and they're like, "How did you get hoobastank?" You know, kind of thing. But that's what
Yeah.
it's like. I guess.
I don't know. I
personalized
didn't know what
shoes.
hoobastank means. I know what limp biscuit means.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always throw that at Biscuit. Like, you chose this, brother.
Yeah.
You put a thought into that, did
Yeah.
you?
Well, he's probably an erect biscuit. You know what I mean?
Ain't no Limp Biscuit here.
He's on that TRT,
Right,
bro.
he's on that TRT
that
train.
thing stays rock hard. Let me tell you. Dude is juicing, bro.
Right, he's juicing. Yeah, he's literally.
Dude is juicing.
Got to get up in the morning and squeeze a cord out just so we can keep going.
Dude, love that man though.
Oh, I do too.
Love that
I
man.
have never met a more positive, more genuine human.
Absolutely.
You know?
Other than the fact that he likes to kill cats. Other than that,
that bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
Other
like, man,
than
I thought
that,
I knew
We
you,
all have our
bro.
vices.
I thought I
guess
knew
so,
you,
right?
bro.
Yeah. What do you like to kill, Andrea?
Snakes. No.
Spiders.
I kill spiders for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
My wife and kids thought they found a black widow yesterday, but it was not a black widow.
Dude, I think she killed a black widow the other day.
I've only seen 2 or 3 in my life.
It
But
was-
they are around.
Wait, yeah, I've seen one at Maddie's.
I saw one crossing across my driveway one day.
The biggest.
The
Killed
biggest thing
that
I've ever
motherfucker.
seen is at Matt's. Matt Francis had a goddamn tarantula the size of my fist.
Yeah,
dude.
Missouri's got some big
And
tarantulas.
she saw one just like. Tell your story. How did you try to kill it?
Oh, we were just throwing everything at it. It was a little too big for me just to like kill with the shoe.
Yeah.
They weren't going
Like,
after it.
It was like I'm pretty sure it was probably maybe like a jacked up wolf spider. I don't know. It
Yeah.
was big. Like
He was juicing.
he was
Oh
big.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, He was on that TRT.
Any
He was
other
juicing
time?
For sure.
on that train, bro.
Yeah.
Any other time, I
He's
just
got
take
the
a
same
shoe,
trainer as
kill
Barry
it.
Bonds.
and Biscuit.
He come in the other day. He's like, "There's a huge fucking spider
Oh
on
my
the side of the
God.
house." Where at? Where the sightings at? I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. Do, do, do.
All I hear from the that's all I hear
Oh,
from the inside of the
yeah.
house. Wham! Like,
Yeah.
oh my baby.
My wife made me kill a spider just the other day. I think it was a big wolf spider. Yeah. And here's why she made me kill it, because it had 1 billion eggs on its back. Her
yes.
back. Yeah.
Kill that.
Yeah.
Burn it with fire.
Yeah. Well,
That's how I feel about snakes.
There were a bunch of babies that crawled away after I killed it, and I tried to be pretty thorough with it.
Do you ever follow God on Facebook?
Yeah, I know who God is.
Okay, so the other day I think there was a question of like, what would you take or remove? And my response was snakes, and I had a lot of people with sad faces.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. There is no good snake.
Sure there are.
No.
Black snakes kill all the mice.
I will take a mouse.
You'd
over
rather
a
have a mouse
snake
than
any day.
Yeah. What about 1 million mice over one snake?
I have kids.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's different.
So what are you saying? They're gonna
That's
eat
a
the
different
mice?
kind of dirty.
My kids are filthy. They leave.
No, she's saying her kids are just as dirty.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm with you. Okay.
I like how I just completely, without prejudice, said your kids.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't even skip a beat. I just
they're
never
her
realized
kids
that.
when they're bad.
Well,
That's how we do it at my house. Like anytime there's
They're
some bad
his
shit
kids
going
when
on.
They're assholes.
Yeah, like
Well, yeah,
when
yeah,
they're assholes, like your kids
Well,
are
to be
not being
fair,
very nice right now, and
that's
vice
my
versa.
kid.
It's the thing. Yeah, that's what we do. Hey, I gotta pee really badly.
Hold it, Dave.
Dave's
I have been for
Hold
like
it longer, Dave.
40 minutes now. Okay.
can't expect a man
My
to hold
bladder
it
is
longer.
small. I had a lot of coffee today before I even came over here
Do you
and
get
started
your prostate
drinking.
checked? Think you need
My
to.
doctor has checked my prostate. She inadvertently made me come, but it's fine.
TMI. Okay. Please go pee.
Okay, folks, we'll be back right after this.
All right, bitches.
Looks like she's wearing fakes. But it's not. It's Forty's mascara.
Oh, my shirt, so sexy, it hurts.
The lash is so big, your every one lash looks like 3.
I'm too sexy for my head, what do you think about
Lash is so big, you'll swear it's fake. But it's Forty's mascara from Ultima 2.
Sexy Toad is yours for just $12.50 with any Ultima 2 purchase at JCPenney.
Why, hello there. Welcome back.
It's the old 77.
Hey, it's a safe place still.
An unsafe world.
Yeah, that's right.
Still.
Oh, that echo. God, you hear that?
There's a fly that has a death wish.
Yeah, is that Frank? Is that what we called
Dude,
him?
I think Frank is long gone. I think this is Frank's like great.
Oh, this is like Frank the Fifth.
Yeah. We've got a real gnat problem. Not in my house, but outside of my house. Every time I go outside to like play catch with my kids, I'm getting swarmed by gnats.
TV on the Tuesday.
Careful, don't break the TV.
Now it's on unsafe.
Do you guys have a fly swatter right now?
Right there
All right, hold on.
on the light. I don't know
I'm
if you
gonna
can
kill
get
a
it
fly
off.
live
I don't
on
know
the
if
air.
you can get it off, but
Now it's on the A in podcast.
oh, don't break the TV, bro. How am I supposed to get this off? You're probably gonna have to unscrew the light. It's a good thing we're back live now.
Right? Now it's above the D in podcast.
I love how it's only bothering you.
Me?
Yeah, no one else.
Dave's the one gonna kill it.
Yeah, maybe. Have you looked over here and seen what's going on?
It moved.
You know where he is now?
No.
No.
Oh! I saw him.
Wow, guys.
I feel like a cat.
I know. I was gonna say, wow.
The good news is Scott and I have unattached your camera.
Hey. That was a light. I actually used that light here a while back.
That's
I
what I
was
said,
was
light.
testing it out. Yeah.
what I said,
Yeah,
light.
I know.
Where is he?
I don't know.
All right, well, keep your eyes peeled, Andrea,
Okay.
because I'm going to kill this motherfucker live.
I'm gonna kill
on the
this
air.
mother live.
I'm just going to do this whole segment standing
said
up. Is that
Okay,
Ah,
okay?
yeah, I
motherfucker,
guess. Yeah, why not?
Hey, we're cooling it down, right?
Yeah, I was just getting ready to do that.
Cooling it down.
Yeah, we
Oh,
are.
wow.
We
I'm
are
making
indeed.
it all the way to the end.
Yeah, good job, girl.
Cooling it down.
You
with
are
the
indeed.
Old 77.
Shout out to Louis Mano. I still have faith you're going to answer Scott's email from a year and a half ago.
No pressure.
And even if you do, I don't have that email address anymore, Louis. So
Bounce
So
back.
sounds like
Yeah.
this. Sounds like we're done.
I guess I don't know. That sucks. But I would like to think of it. Maddie would send him on to us.
I still know people that
you know,
can talk.
I know.
I voiced a new commercial today.
Another one?
I've been doing a lot of them.
Good for you, man.
I feel like Mo would have a good voice that you guys should
They've used
use.
him a few times.
Which Mo?
For-
Jones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's got a great voice.
No.
Mo Lewis.
Mo Lewis.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can contractually because he's doing with others. I think he can do. Hey, right on top of the flag. Oh, he flew off. I think he can do. I think he can do stuff, but like live work. But I don't know. He may not be able to. He may have a no compete clause.
Didn't he? Oh well.
It's on Andrea's head.
He helped me out. He helped our buddy JT out with some stuff a while back. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I think he can do it.
Well, I'm sure he can. There, he doesn't.
I see that man every Saturday.
You should get LT.
Yeah.
Now that you see her.
I don't see her as often as I'd like, but yeah.
I just saw LT for the first time, 4 days ago.
Yeah. She's an attractive woman. Too attractive to be a radio person.
She was a babe. Yeah. She was a babe, 100%.
She's way too hot to be a radio girl.
Yeah.
Hey,
girl,
there's
what are you
always
doing?
unicorns.
What are you doing, girl? Come on, get on TV.
That's not it.
You're reminding me of Cheech right now, our little chihuahua who's like,
yeah.
I see it.
Like her head's on a swivel all the time.
Andrew's gonna get this
don't knock my equipment,
live
please.
on the air.
Frick, it's on your
See if you can
computer.
break that
try
big
not to.
screen TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah, please.
There you
Oh
go.
my God,
we're
please
gonna have to
don't
buy
do
a new
that.
monitor.
It's dead.
Did you get it? Okay, you gonna want to see a replay of what Andrea just did? Because in my brain it looked like this.
It just looked like she gave it the old tappy tap, right?
Now it's dead on his keyboard.
She's like, you know what? You know what? I'm not gonna try to sneak up on you.
No, not at all.
You know what? I'm just
It's
gonna
on
kill
the
you.
plus minus sign.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kill
By
you.
the backspace.
I'm just gonna kill you.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
He's over there just chilling, huh?
I said, die, motherfucker.
Wait a minute. I think he just hit the spacebar button.
Did he?
I'm
I
pretty
just
sure he
blew him.
did.
Oh, don't blow him off. I was trying to get the droid cam running. Oh.
Careful, man.
Now he's on the board.
Well, now I'm jealous.
Yeah. This is the hard
I was trying to get the
action that people
droid
tune in
camera.
for.
I know, right? Hard hitting action.
Absolutely. Killing flies. live on
Killing
the old
flies.
77.
I was trying to get the droid cam to work on my phone so I could sneak up and get him so we could see him, but it ain't working.
That's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Rest in peace,
Snooze,
Frank's
lose.
great grandchild.
Frank the Fifth or
I'm
whatever.
sure there's more coming.
Oh, I guarantee. So
No, that one's been swarming for a while.
we had a bag of potting soil that we were. What are you giving me the stink eye for?
I'm not.
Oh, we bought this really cheap bag of potting soil, and we were using it for starters and stuff.
You had me a cheap bag of pot.
Oh, well, it was a little too cheap because it's totally full of gnats and shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I used some of that to fill a pot for work.
Yeah.
I filled
Not
some
good.
stuff up outside in our
I
beds.
have gnats.
There are gnats everywhere.
Yeah, fuck that,
It's
man.
in the soil that we bought.
At least you didn't put it into anything
got
you were
natty
growing
soil.
indoors.
No, I know. Well, she did. It
Yeah,
worked.
I did.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And
yeah.
he did too.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Well, yeah, that's why they're here.
Yeah.
We had starters in the spring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you. I'm going to make a tie-dye onesie for little Miss Baby Charlotte.
Yes, yes.
Dope.
We'll have
Yeah.
a old 77 merch for the child.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so Will, if you're listening, bro, I'm gonna need to borrow your baby for a week so I can parade her around town. It's for advertisement purposes. I'm
Right,
sure
right.
you'll understand.
Yeah, no
You know,
worries.
somebody's got to keep the show afloat.
And he can have the sticker
She's gonna hang
on
it.
the
Yeah.
stroller.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We'll put that
yeah.
sticker of that doobie smoking
I was-
Bigfoot right on your daughter's forehead. Come on,
We'll
man.
just go ahead and get that tatted on.
We know
You
what's
know,
best.
I wonder if I
Yeah.
could,
I'm sure Aaron won't mind.
Oh no, don't do that.
What? You got a bright idea? What are you gonna
Are you gonna
do?
put that on the onesie?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, maybe not the doobie.
What?
Maybe the
That one?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the other Bigfoot one.
Yeah.
The
I like that one.
rainbow Bigfoot. Yeah.
That's probably my
I
favorite
have
graphic.
printable vinyl,
Yeah.
so I can print it and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Doobie Bigfoot came about as a happy accident.
But I think Doobie would be super cute on the butt.
It's Rasta Bigfoot, by the way.
Rasta Doobie.
Doobie.
I mean,
Dubafarian.
right. And then I threw a logo on it. So
Well, you got to put. I mean, it's branding.
mean,
101,
right, it's
dude.
branding,
You gotta
baby.
Put the, you got to put the logo on
so
there
now it
somewhere.
and Will said he really liked this one. He's like, when you get your next stickers, and I was like, I wasn't planning on buying stickers.
Yeah.
When you get your next stickers, he's like, you should get that one. I was like,
See,
okay.
Will, he did it all for you.
He
I did it for you,
talked
bro.
you into it, man.
Just like that. Yeah, he grabbed my arm, twisted it,
yeah.
said, no, you were gonna buy stickers.
Well, he
I
was
like,
in
okay,
the
man.
Navy, man. He knows how to twist some people's arms.
And he used to work at the DOC.
I know. I keep waiting for him to tell me his UFO stories from Navy, but he hasn't cracked.
No,
cracked
he's
yet.
got his semen stories.
He's probably got a lot of those, man. I mean, if not, I'll make them up in my own head. You know what I mean?
I've already got those made up. I know
still
exactly what you
remember
mean.
the first time that you guys were talking like about the paranormal. Yeah,
Paranormal Son?
Paranormal Society.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Jeff City.
JCPS.
Yeah.
And you're like, we've got this guy.
The
Like,
Jeff City Public School System.
That's the one.
Yep.
and I'm like, really? Okay. And I come down one night and I'm like, holy shit. I actually know him from my work.
Right. I remember
And
that.
I'm like, huh,
Yeah. Small world.
small world.
Small city.
Well, it's funny. I was at work talking to my boss the other day, and he goes, "Oh, by the way, the artisan hot sauce guy said hi." It was Nate. He had just been to some kind of event or a function or a dinner or a luncheon or I don't know, something, and he
Yeah.
ran into Nate, and they started talking, and he was like, "Yeah, we just hired this guy. He blah blah blah." And Nate was
Yeah.
like, "Really? What was his name?" And he told
Yeah.
him, and he was like, "I know that guy."
Yeah, that's a good dude right there. Nate
Yeah, I
Dogg.
like Nate.
Every
I like
time
Nate
I
a
run
lot.
into Nate, and it seems for whatever reason, it seems like I run into Nate a fair amount.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, our paths cross. But yeah, man, I got nothing but love for that guy.
I'd love to get that guy back on the show, man, but he is so busy.
He's a busy dude, but hey,
Yep.
if you're listening, bro, come back.
Yeah, come back on, man.
Shoot me a text.
The
We'd
hot
love to
sauce
have
that
you again.
Jonah likes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so they left this particular hot sauce that they don't make. I don't think they make it anymore.
Was it the Pacaya?
It was the Vesuvius that they
Vesuvius.
had made up, and it was super. It was
It was like
super
their hot
flavorful, and
batch.
yeah, it was a really hot one. They were worried it was too hot. My son, Jonah, our son, my son. See here now, he's my son.
Here we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Our son was just eating it like it's no problem. He
Yeah.
loved it.
He likes hot things.
Ever since then, he's really went on the hot sauce kick.
Yeah. Yeah.
He lives the spicy life.
He does.
That's what he says.
So I got some UFO news to share with you. I teased it earlier.
Yeah, you did. You did.
So you guys remember like a month ago that guy David Grush came out, the whistleblower guy that said that he knew of these
yeah.
crash retrieval programs.
This
and
is the dude who came out.
yeah, and he claimed that he had knowledge of at least a dozen of these craft that we had possession of that were either partially or fully intact.
Yeah.
So apparently since then, 30 more people have come out and corroborated his claims.
Oh, wow.
People that we can officially verify have the jobs that they say that they have. Andrea, you don't believe me. Why?
No, it's
Collaborated.
Corroborated. Did I say collaborated?
no. You said
it, you said it wrong.
Corroborated, right? That's the right word.
Collaborated.
No, but
they've
if,
confirmed his story.
if somebody confirms your story, then the word is corroborated.
Really?
Yeah.
The more you
Is
know.
it snickered
Snickered.
or? I'm just asking because you're the only person I've ever heard say this. Is it snickered or sniggered?
Quit your sniggering.
See?
Or give support to a statement, theory, or finding.
Corroborate. CORROBORAT.
Have her say it.
Corroborate.
I believe you.
It sounds like a really drunk person is trying to say collaborate. I'll give you that.
I just have a 10-year-old that her peach is a little off, and so I hear things.
Wait a minute. What are we talking about here?
Her speech is a little off.
Oh, okay.
So I always am
Her
listening.
need to go back to school, learn peach.
Jeez. You've never heard that word before? Corroborate?
Well, no, I grew up in Illinois. Well, there was only like
I'm sorry.
1,700 people in my town.
You said noise.
All right.
Illinois, right? That's where you're from, Illinois?
no.
Okay,
there's
just
no
checking.
noise in Illinois.
No, well, then you're not a heathen.
Government or
Here you go,
government
guys.
contractors have given testimony or a protected disclosure to the Office of the Intelligence Community Inspector General, the Defense Department Inspector General.
At least 30
or to
other
Congress
whistleblowers
over
working for
last
the
several
federal
months. They've
government
come
have
forward
given
with statements
testimony.
reportedly similar to UFO,
I don't like that
UFO
guy.
whistleblower
There's
David
something
Grush,
about him I don't
who
like.
first
Who,
spoke
Grush?
Yeah.
He looks like the guy who
I
plays
guess
the
human or
security
non-human
guard in
biologics.
Mannequin. One sick puppy.
Non-human, and that was the assessment of
You know what I'm
people
talking about,
with
don't
direct
ya?
knowledge on the program I talked to. that
He
are
was
currently
he
still
was
in
in
Police Academy.
Yes.
And even UFO skeptics like Mick West,
You
who's
see
also
it,
been
right?
on the show, note the importance of more people coming forward. He
Sorry,
said,
Dave.
quote,
You're
it'd be
good.
very interesting, more people saying the same things independently makes it more likely to be true. But Inspector General Thomas A. Monheim denied investigating these UFO claims, writing as a matter of discretion. ICIG notes that it has not conducted any audit, inspection, evaluation, or review of alleged UAP programs within the responsibility
They're
and
not gonna.
authority
They're not
of
gonna
the
be like.
FBI
say it.
They're
that
gonna
will
be like,
enable this
you
office
caught
to
us.
provide
Yeah,
a
it's right.
fulsome
Oh,
response to your
us and
Because-
ET were playing butt pokey in the back.
Because if and when that ever happens, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to go to jail because.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I'm not.
It's going to be
saying-
like when marijuana came out, right? And all of a sudden you go down the store and get it.
Mhm.
Ah, this was bad. See all these guys who are getting out from us locking them up. Well,
Yeah.
now they don't have a chance of even getting close to selling it again because we got the corner market.
Yeah.
Boom.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like my earlier predictions have been true as far as a lot more of this shit was going to be coming out, and now it has come out. And I feel like, the next few years is going to be, I think we're going to learn a lot more about this.
I don't know. I think what's happening right now, like what we were talking about earlier, like it's hard to distinguish the fact from the fiction that you
Sure.
think is fact and what you think is fiction.
Sure.
I think so much of that now has come out and is going to continue to come out.
Yeah.
And it's going to muddle the water so much that even when something does happen, we're not going to care.
Yeah, no, I've told you guys multiple times, like, I'm always amazed at the lack of interest that most people have in
Nobody
this
gives a
subject.
shit.
They're
Yeah.
desensitized.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
only going to get worse now.
I was just gonna say I'm probably one of those people could give a shit.
That's okay. I
Do
don't
not
judge.
care.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is pretty much that way.
So what happens then, and this is purely hypothetical, but what happens if they land in the front lawn of the White House, they come out, they hold a whole press conference, they do the whole thing with our government? Like, what happens when that happens? Because that day will happen. Our
maybe.
government will come out and say at some point, it may not be in our lifetime, but at some point we're going to have some kind of alien visitor, some presence on this planet at some point.
Not to say that
It's inevitable.
It hasn't already happened and we're just unaware of it and they aren't walking amongst us now. For me, it was I equivalate it to when I was little and I would stay at my grandma's farm.
Yeah.
This is what it always kind of spooked me. But like I can remember they would pretty much like hang out in the basement of their house because they were farmers, so that way grandma could like keep the dust and stuff down. But I can remember they used to watch Unsolved Mysteries. It used to scare the bejesus out of me.
Me too.
That scared everybody.
That was the
That-
first show that I ever watched about aliens.
So I would be upstairs. You could hear the music coming upstairs. I'm in the middle of the country.
Oh, I know right where you're at too. So that room's all creepy like.
And it's just, I would, like, the thought of that used to wig my shit out.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
now, I think as an adult, I just turn that portion of my brain off. I'm like, it happens, it happens.
No,
if it
you're
doesn't,
a
it doesn't.
gigantic pussy when it comes to like
I got
scary
bills to
stuff.
pay. Right.
I never, like, that doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go to a haunted house. Well, I've been wanting to go to a haunted house for years.
Yeah.
But no one wanted to go with me. And like I used to go all the time with my friends, right? And then when me and Andrea, I was like, "Oh, we're going to go to the haunted house. We're going to have so much fun." And we went one
That's
time
not
and the
my
guy
jam.
like
Yeah.
revved up the chainsaw and it was like a clown laughed and the next thing I noticed, I don't have an Andrea.
Yeah.
She is booking it all the way back and she stayed in the car while me and my friends went through the haunted house.
Okay, so you mean like one of those haunted houses that
Like
you
a
pay
fake
to get
faux-
into?
yeah.
I have been
For
through
fun
two
haunted
of
house.
them
Yeah.
with him.
For
Yeah.
fun
Two.
haunted house.
Yeah.
One of them was a old funeral home that they turned into a haunted house.
That one was all right.
Huh. And the other one was a haunted sewer. Oh, actually, no, I've been through
That
three.
was like a JC's type
yeah,
thing.
like anyway.
Because the
and
one we were
then-
gonna go to, it rained or something, and
Yeah.
they canceled it.
And then the other one was in Hillsboro. It was out at the.
Oh, the haunted trails.
That
at
one-
yeah,
For me,
that one's for kids.
this is really bad. I'd rather scare the shit out of you than be scared. I don't like to be scared.
Yeah, I get that.
But I sadistically enough would love and enjoy the fact scaring the shit out of you.
Yeah. No,
So-
I enjoy scaring people for
I
sure.
don't know. I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss
I'll go to a
doing-
haunted house with
I
you.
miss doing fun stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll go to a
But
haunted
here's
house
the
with
thing.
you.
Our entire relationship, I've always said, if you can find someone that will go with you,
Mm-hmm.
go. I don't want you to miss out on it because that's something you enjoy. It's something that I don't enjoy.
Yeah, and that's
at
okay.
all. And I've tried to
Yeah.
like it, but it's just
Yeah.
not for me.
That's okay. Me and Jesse have those things. Things that she likes that I don't like, vice
Yeah,
versa.
but is it like
Just a
almost
thing.
everything?
No. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, like, I'm not in as much into like the working out stuff as she is.
Right.
She's not as much into like aliens and UFOs as I am, clearly.
Well.
So we both kind of have those things where we just support each other. We realize that we're different, but we support each other, and yay, go.
What was that?
What? That was me swallowing some of this pork steak I had earlier today.
I didn't know if that was like an innuendo thing or
No, just
you
like,
know, and then we get it going.
yeah,
Like,
just
oh, okay.
Honey, like, you like to do this, I don't like to do that, and that's okay. I still support you, and I hope you kick ass at that, whatever it is.
Now all I can think of is him being milked by the doctor with that sound coming out.
Hey, I watched the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie the other day. Have you guys watched that? There are so many references to milking in that movie. You guys need to watch it. It's really good. It's really funny.
Edit, please.
I've got nipples. Can you milk me?
Can you milk me?
No, seriously. There's all these milking references in the
my
new.
God.
And the other thing that I wasn't aware until I watched it with my kids last night is like there's a bunch of really funny people that worked on that movie. Like Seth Rogen's in that movie,
Yeah.
and all these like really funny comedy people are in that movie. And the funny thing is they made it funny without making it vulgar. Like it's a movie you can watch with your kids.
It's kind of like how when Toy Story came out, it had all that
adult references.
adult humor.
Yeah, I like
so the
movies like
parents
that.
would have
Something to be.
It would
entertained
like
by.
fly over the kids, but the adults would catch it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a smart way to make it.
Is that what it's called? Toy Story humor?
Oh, I don't know.
It is now.
And also the animation style of that new Turtles movie is really cool too.
It's different.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, is it one of the weird ones like they had
Kind
here a while
of.
back?
Kind of.
I haven't seen it.
So, Katie wanted to see the Barbie movie, and we went and saw the Barbie movie when her friend was here. And I'll tell you this. I'm never getting those minutes back in my life.
I'm never going to watch that movie, I'll tell you that much.
The message is good. But I don't know that I can ever look at Ryan Gosling the same way again. And he was one of my, like, celebrity crushes. Like,
Yeah.
really attractive guys. And now, I don't know.
Put me on the big screen over there,
Yeah.
Scotty.
It
Gotcha,
was
bro.
quite frightening. Now, Margot Robbie in that movie, she's fabulous.
This is all it kind of looks like stop motion sort of, but it's
Oh,
not.
that's yeah.
Right? Like
It looks like claymation.
I was gonna
yeah,
say.
like I wonder how they even did that. Oh, Jackie Chan plays Splinter. He did great.
Of course.
Dude, there's a lot of really, really good people that worked on this movie. Like, my favorite Ninja Turtles movie is the very first one that came out in, 1992 or
with
whatever.
with the real live people?
Yeah, the one that Jim Henson
Don't we have that
did.
one?
Yeah.
That's
on VHS.
I mean, that's always going to be my favorite Turtles movie because that was the Turtles movie that came out when I was 10. Yeah, go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Oh,
yeah,
that was number
Vanilla
2.
Ice. Well, yeah, that was
number 2.
Number 2. But this one, dude, this one is really, 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 really good.
So, what's his name? Sam Rockwell.
Yeah.
Is in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He plays the dude they interview.
Which movie? Which one are you talking about?
The one that you're talking about.
The very first one?
The very first one. He's
Yeah.
in it where he's talking about like how disgruntled he is with stuff and talking
Yeah.
about the adults. And you look at it and it's like, oh, that's Sam Rockwell. He's a genuine bona fide star now.
I'm trying to think of where
so
he
Sam
is
Rockwell
in the movie.
was the guy who he was in the Green Mile. He played the bad guy in the Green Mile.
I'm trying to think of the.
He's trying to figure out where he's like what
where he is in the Turtles movie.
like the character.
Yeah.
Well, he was one of the kids that joined up the Foot Clan.
Okay.
He also did that movie about that game show guy.
Okay, there he is.
Yeah, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Who was that supposed to be about?
Chuck Ferris.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll find him.
And he is the dude who created the game, the dating game, the newlywed game.
There he is.
Is it the redhead?
No.
No,
There
right
he is,
there.
right
It's
there.
him right
Yeah,
there, right?
there.
Yeah, I remember him. And this guy, the guy that plays Casey Jones.
I don't know whatever happened to him.
His name is Elias Koteas, I think is how you pronounce it. He was in a ton of like Skinamax softcore porn films.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he was always because I used to watch those movies when I was about 10. when you didn't get Cinemax, but you could see just
Oh, the
enough of it
squiggles?
from the snow, you know? Yeah, he was in a lot of those softcore porn
Do you ever
movies.
have those like old you ever dream sometimes?
He reminds me of De Niro a little bit.
A little bit,
Yeah.
yeah. Of like stuff that that happened to you before. Like you just think of something, but you process it in your head. Like I used to dream about stuff like a kid, like you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I can remember actually like the first time seeing some Skinamax, but it was all like
Blurry.
scrambled.
Yeah.
Because they used to have dish scramblers.
Yeah.
And so you could see like feet over here and like a half a boob over here.
Right.
You know, it was all messed up, but you were like all in there.
Anybody from our generation knows that.
Like, where's the titties at?
We all did that.
I think that's a titty.
We all
There's
did
an
that.
ass cheek over here. Oh my God, I am rock hard.
Sam Rockwell. There he is right there.
Yeah, man.
Look at him looking all hot.
He looks like a poor
he hot?
man's John
I do
Leguizamo.
not like him.
I want to see what he looks like today.
There is something about him that just.
He's pretty sleazy.
Ugh.
looking.
But you know what? He always plays that character, and I think
They're
that's
not same.
why you
Same.
don't like him.
Same guy in every movie.
Yeah,
type
just
deal?
well, I mean, with the exception of some of the newer stuff he's done, he's got a ridiculous movie out with.
He's married to.
You know who he reminds me of in that picture on the left there, the big one?
Yeah.
Maroon 5.
Yeah, a little bit.
That same smirk, right?
Yeah.
He's got that same smirk.
He reminds me of.
He never shows his
Adam
teeth.
Levine.
Of Adam Levine
Mhm.
from Maroon 5.
Mhm.
Who is he married to?
She plays the wife in Ricky Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Leslie.
Oh no, not who I'm thinking of.
Isn't it Leslie? Right there, she is, in the SAG Awards.
He's not married to Leslie Mann.
Bibb, I said Leslie Bibb. There she is. Yep, she's the one that plays Will Ferrell's wife.
Oh,
Ricky Bobby.
Hey Driver. Yeah, all right.
That one.
Okay, I know who she is.
Texas Walker Rangers.
Yeah.
Mom.
TR and Walkers.
Another
I don't like her either.
Another
so they
person-
are perfect together.
Did you guys, either of you guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No.
Probably
I
not.
I never did.
I know
I know it's Larry David.
Yeah.
It's Larry David.
Yeah.
One of the people that's in that show also has like a cameo in the Ninja Turtles movie. It's the lady that plays Jeff's wife, Susie. Anywho, that show's so much better than Seinfeld. I fall asleep to Seinfeld most nights. That's what I put on, like, cause I like to have the TV on when I fall asleep.
Oh, I get that.
You do that because it's like it's familiar. So
comforting.
Comforting, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, and here's the ironic thing is I never watched Seinfeld when it was on.
Me either.
But now I
No.
watch it purely to take my brain back to the 90s because that's my
You're
happy
doing it right
place.
now with one Cheers.
Yeah.
Never you're probably too young to watch
I
Cheers.
remember watching it when I was a kid, but I didn't understand the
Yeah.
context of
Sure,
it because
sure.
it was adult humor.
So are you super into that show right now?
Well, it was also it was on Netflix for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was almost all the way up into the point where Kirstie Alley comes in.
and they took it off.
and
That's
they
where it's
took it off.
far
So
superior
I
show.
watched last night the pilot episode, and after that, I was like, I don't know if I can do this again.
Cheers is rough with
But
Diane.
I love
I hate her.
Shelley Long.
Hate every bit of her.
I like Cheers now because I understand it.
Ted Danson from Cheers,
Mhm.
he's very heavily featured in Curb Your Enthusiasm. Him and Larry are
He-
like very close friends.
He aged so well.
Yeah, he has aged well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a handsome man for sure. Him and Larry are like close buddies.
Did you guys
but they
know
also
that
get
he
on each other's
actually had
nerves.
a long-term relationship with
Whoopi?
Goldberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
We
knew
would
that
have
or not.
been. I would have been in middle school. So.
Yeah.
Do you? There was a movie called Made in America.
Yeah.
There
And
was
they were
some
both in
kind
it?
of
Yeah,
Well,
I
there
think
was
I
some
remember
kind
that.
of thing. They were doing something, and they were honoring her, and he showed up in blackface for it, and
Oh,
that
God.
was like, a big. They talked about it forever, but then it was like, I think they're having sex, and it was,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they're totally having sex.
Yeah, he's got the jungle fever, huh?
Well, so does Robert De Niro.
Bill Maher.
He just had.
Bill Maher is very much into black.
He's like
girls.
what 70 something, and he just had a son with his black wife.
I thought that was Al Pacino.
Al
Him
Pacino
too.
did just have a son.
Al
but I don't think
Pacino
his
did
wife
just
is
have
black,
a
though.
son.
Robert De Niro was with a black lady for a long time. I don't know that they're still together.
Well, I
thought-
think he
unless
has.
downgraded to a newer model.
What do you mean downgraded?
You mean upgraded?
No, I said it right.
I know, I'm just fucking with you. Men tend to do that though.
I mean,
know.
it's Bobby De Niro, so you're not downgrading.
Yeah.
It's more like just I don't know.
You're not downgrading your pocketbook, that's
No,
for sure.
well, it's kind of like downshifting.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
You know.
So he just goes to sugar daddy status and has a sugar baby.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
why not?
Let's be honest. Maybe he wanted something that her older black self wasn't going to go for. And so they decided to do whatever, and then he got this gal.
oh, no judgment.
I mean, that stuff happens to them all the time in Hollywood.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
no judgment.
I've never been with a black chick before.
It's with a Korean girl once.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah. I've never been with an Asian
It was very
girl
grippy.
before. I've only been with white chicks. Yeah. Not on purpose. That's just the way it's happened.
I like my girls pale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looking at you.
He was looking at
Translucent.
You, though.
Alabaster.
God, I love it. I don't know why.
You like the paleness?
I do. The lack of skin tone
I have
color.
appreciation for both.
The lack of pigment in you just does it for me. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not talking like albino.
Yeah. No, I have appreciation for both. It depends on the woman. I enjoy a woman that's got a nice tan, but I also enjoy women
Oh my
that
gosh.
don't.
I just enjoy women.
I enjoy
I'm going to be
women.
honest
Women
with
are
you.
nice.
Women are gorgeous.
I love it.
I drive
Big,
through.
small, tiny, huge, whatever.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
I like them all.
I drive through the subdivision called the Diamonds, which is.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear. Do you remember a few years back there was that lady that like fake baked too much and like she started fake baking her kid?
No.
Yes. I do remember that.
I swear there is a chick that lives. I don't know what the situation is, but I have driven past her a couple times now, and she looks abnormally dark.
Yeah.
It just looks completely. I like try not to break my neck every time I drive by because I'm like, what am I seeing?
Yeah.
I can't. It's like you can clearly tell she is a white person that's just really, really dark.
Too tan, yeah.
Like really dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Like so dark that it's just unnatural.
It's like a body dysmorphia type thing almost. Like like she sees her body in a
Some
very different
people are
way.
like that. Well,
Well, it's always a joke whenever I was younger. Like my friends would always say tan skin, tan fat skin is better than white flabby fat skin.
There you go.
So.
Everybody has their type, you know. But
yank.
Like for me, I've expressed this before, but all these girls that are getting their lips stuffed with Botox
They're
or
just
whatever
fucking
the fuck,
themselves,
like, they
man.
all end up looking exactly the same
Yes.
eventually, and I hate it. Hate it.
Yeah, they
Just
look
age
like that
gracefully.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that I don't have anything against a woman that does that, but for me, just as a man, I find a woman more attractive who has natural beauty than a woman who obviously has shoved a bunch of shit into her face.
I mean, I'm not opposed to the effects of what Botox could do, but
Yeah.
I've never done it, nor
Yeah.
probably will I ever. I did read an article the other day that said retinol A, which is the same crap I used to use as a teenager, they're finding works well for wrinkles and stuff.
I've heard of retinol A. Where have I heard from that?
I believe that's what
Dermatologist?
caused the zombie outbreak in Resident Evil.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
I think so.
Retinol A.
Yeah, retinol A.
What do they use it for?
It's for acne.
Okay. Retinol A. Is that like what they put on fucking oxy pads?
No.
No, that's
they-
an astringent.
Do they still make oxy pads?
We just bought some for
we,
our boy.
No, we
Did
brought
you?
Stridex.
Yeah.
Even better, we bought
like
a
the
brand
little
name.
pads?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having the. It was almost like a Pringles can,
Mhm.
but it had oxy
The
pads
huge
in
one.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Speaking of Pringles can, I heard the other day there is a company that has opened up that is taking used recycled Pringles cans and making gamer microphones out of them. And they're going for ridiculous amounts of money.
Gamer microphone.
Yeah, and so like they're selling them to gamers who are, gaming online
Going
but
to have
don't
to
have a microphone.
Google this. I'm intrigued.
It's something.
Interesting.
Pringles Googly. Google the Pringles gamer microphones. Yeah, there it is.
Is that it?
That's it.
Are you kidding me?
Look at that bad boy.
Pringles has found an
Right?
ingenious new use.
Twitch, streaming, all that. They're totally getting it on.
There you go.
I love the logo. They included the Pringles with the sound waves.
I dig
it's
it.
awesome. I
dig
love it.
Yeah, I like it.
And he's got a little microphone in front of him.
Man, I don't know how y'all do this. My old lady ass is starting to drag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It
we
is
can close her
10:30.
down and get ready for some
No,
cool down.
you guys can keep going.
Yeah,
I
man.
just
We'll do a little after hours. We'll let
Yeah.
Granny
oh, wait,
over
no,
here.
This is the cool down.
Yeah.
I forget. Sorry.
We'll let Granny get to bed. She's getting older.
I've only been doing this for 3.5 years now.
Has it been 3 years we've been doing
I think
this
so,
now?
dude. Because what episode is this?
We are on 176.
Well, 52 episodes would be a year, so this is like 3.5
Well,
years
I mean,
worth.
we have missed a couple of episodes here and there.
But not many, man. Not
Just
many.
saying.
that sound effect. I thought it said butterballs.
What?
Butterballs.
Randy
Oh,
Butternubs.
butternubs.
I was just like,
Oh, butternubs.
what? What does that say?
All right, okay, I got to stop this music. I got to listen to what this butterballs thing
Yeah,
is.
put butterballs on.
That's the sound.
I don't think we've ever heard butternubs.
That's the sound I make when I
Yeah.
slap on my balls.
Oh, there's the flashlight.
There's the drums. You mean the flashlight?
There's the fleshlight.
Flashlight. Don't you ever call my flashlight a flashlight again, Andrea.
Oh, that's gross. He means business.
I do mean business.
God. Don't you ever talk shit about Arlene again.
I'll see you tonight, honey.
She is a beaut.
I inadvertently pierced her a couple times.
That's
You
all
should
right.
call her
She's
Magni.
she's self-healing.
One of these days, I'm going to surprise you and bring her into the studio, Scott.
Didn't Magnavox used to make flashlights?
Magnavox?
Yeah,
I don't
didn't
know.
they?
I don't know.
I'm gonna bring it in, and I'm gonna have some fake flowers and
Dude,
set in
I'm
it.
telling you, she is going to be in this room one
Oh,
day, so
my
just prepare
God.
for that to happen.
Oh,
okay?
my
Please make it a
God.
day that I'm not here.
Oh, come on, Andrea.
I mean,
Pussy.
I'll send you a picture.
I'm good.
I'd hate for you to miss out.
I know.
You know,
Miss
there's some
out.
things about my brother I don't
You
need to know.
She's a little sticky, so sometimes the cat hair and the dog hair sticks
Oh.
to her
As long as
So-
the cat doesn't stick
outer
to her.
regions.
If you have this flashlight, does Jessie, have you bought Jessie the rose?
Oh, she has things.
Yeah.
She has things for herself.
Do you guys frequently use them together?
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's good times. Yeah.
Sounds like
That's
fun.
the flashlight.
That's a fairly actually, we have never used the fleshlight. We more have used her toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have nothing against using the fleshlight.
No,
for
that's
those
like
purposes. It just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, that's like a threesome in a can.
Give us some time, though. We'll get there. We'll get there. One of those nights when she's feeling a little extra lazy and she doesn't want to work that hard. Here you go, honey.
Here you go, hon.
I just need you to do this for
Here,
about,
just hold on to this for me
give
real
me about
quick.
70 seconds worth. That's all I'm gonna need. Just up and down.
I only need 70 seconds.
Hold on, let me get the stopwatch.
All right, hold up. Nope, 3 more seconds. I'm not kidding around.
Hey, folks, thanks for listening. We appreciate you.
The more you know.
Thanks for putting up with our shit. We'll see you next time. Stick around for after hours for our
Hey,
Patreon subscribers.
You can check us out, patreon.com/the-old77podcast. We are going to keep the party going for our Patreon subscribers. Join the podcast. Join the clubhouse. Come on. Be a thing with
Biscuit.
us. Be a thing with
Biscuit,
us.
Come back. Biscuit. Earth to Biscuit. Are you there?
Biscuit has AIDS.
No, he doesn't.
he does.
Stop saying that, bitch.
That one's for you, Biscuit.
Good timing. We out.